This is weird. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're ending it a little bit early. But how are we all doing? First things first. I have glasses now. We're back. It's a different background as well. Yes, that is right. We are here. You do hear him. Gavin, good afternoon. Andrew, good afternoon. Rams, welcome in. HC, return of the Sean indeed. Massive, massive cutie. Abby, how are you doing? Thank you. 17 months. I feel like I recognize that room. I wonder why.
Massive cutie.
Big, massive cutie anyway. Yes, I am a gorgeous man. No, Gav, you. No, you, Gav. But how is everybody? How is everybody? It's been a while. It's been a while. Yes, living room now. It's a different setup. It's a different background. It's the same setup. It's a different background. But yes, we are back. It's been a long time. What was it? Like 9 months we've been away? It still hasn't settled in yet that we're live. So give it a few minutes just to let it all calm down. But Abby, again, thank you very much. 17 months. No, you're the big, massive cutie. Let's change the scenes. Oh, look at that. It's seamless. Do you know what? We're going to go down the bottom left. So you've been on maternity leave. Yes, we could have had a Twitch baby in the time. We've had maternity leave. Indeed. But we've got a new chair. Got a new background. I've got a stream deck as well now. It's all massive changes. I've got 2 monitors. I'm running 2 monitors for the first time in my streaming life. It's all kicking off. But here we are, the return of Manuel El Mazero as well, the Spanish manager we love, Mr. Millie, for bringing that back. We are at Bilbao, the side that can only sign Basque players. The man bun's kind of coming out of shot if I sit fully upright. So what we got to do? We got to move the chair pillow up. Did I used to stream off one monitor? I did. I streamed off one monitor and an old laptop. The old laptop has not made the move with me, but so we bought a second monitor. We bought a proper gaming one. Hi, Lockers. 20 months. Thank you for the resub, my good sir. A hype train is close as well. You love to see it. We've got an interesting tactic. This 4-2-3-1 you see here, not being used. Nico Serrano, hot prospect. He's going to be one we might add to the loan farm. We are going to try and build a loan farm this time. That was one thing we didn't do at Chertonovo, was build a loan farm. I've seen Matt second on the card build one and have over 150 players in his builder nation. I want to see if I can rival that with just Basque players. It is from all over the world. We are going to have a loan farm of just massive players from all over the globe. But it's their work within the wage budget. That should be fine, given what we are going to be doing. Cannot sign non-Basque players. That is the club rule, hard coded into the game. They want us to qualify for the Europa League this season. Noted. I given the way I started this offline the earlier in the game, I'm hoping we can do a little bit better than qualify for the Europa League. Well, that's required because that's the only way we're going to do it. Youth players and signing other teams' youth players basically is how we're going to do it. Make the most of set pieces. If we have a tall squad, we can do that indeed. Attacking and direct and high tempo pressing, we can do that. Support our expectations. It's just Conference League. They're not expecting much. Also, one thing is, if the music is too loud, please do let me know. I turned it down a little bit because I thought it might have been a bit too loud. Let me know if it is. Let me know if it is too loud on there. That every month. We'll schedule a press conference. We'll do the old thing. Oh, you can see some old YouTube saves in there. Bilbao stream. You can tell I'm fully prepared for this. I didn't load this save up about 5 minutes before we started. At all. You definitely can't see any future YouTube save plans there at all. I don't know what you guys are meaning. The one thing I've also got to change. Yes, I need to use autosaves. Yes, after every match, because when you're simming, you take stuff off. Save. Yep, that is all fine. Mbappe would be perfect. I mean, I've already got a fast boy. He might not be able to shoot, but he's there. I need to go shower, but I'm leaving. I mean, Gav, if you're thinking about me in the shower, I will have to return the favor at some point. That it's just fair. It's only fair that we do the exact same thing. But we're gonna go into the tactic. You're gonna see this one. The cursed strikerless is what it's called. This is what we're gonna be using. But we're just going to change the volantes to support to start with. Just to see how it is. Just to see how it is. But we are double volante, double Trekhander Libero strikerless. It's cursed. But it's good. Okay. Libero indeed. Everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. You haven't seen anything quite like this on Twitch. My eyes. My eyes. But my eyes. It's weird in here. Sean's definitely back. Michael, thank you for the 11 months. It's very much appreciated.
I've been here 30 seconds and it's weird in here. Sean's definitely back.
It wouldn't be me if it's not weird, would it? That's the thing. Had to get Jacob Ramsey on loan to I mean, why not? Why not, Rams? Why not? The front three, it's going to be Inaki Williams here. Is Ikai Munayin here and his brother just in there? Oh, and before you go, Gav, you've started a hype train. Oh god, not this damn formation, indeed. We do have new emotes as well. We do have new emotes as well. We've added to them. They're me as Pepe's because I thought, why not? A Pepe with a ginger man bun. It just had to be done. I know, Nick. I mean, we know everybody here. Hopefully, is Uri gonna be? Yeah, Uri's gonna be the one we play as the libero, I think. It's because Danny Vivian. Yeah, he's not libero material, so he's gonna go as the wide centre back there. We've got double volantes for a reason. Vencedor is gonna be one of them. He is gonna be one of them on that right hand side, I believe. And was it Seanasea I was playing? I mean, he's pretty good as well. Oh, Mega, just play a bloody striker. No, Michael, no strikers here. No strikers here. That is not happening. That is not happening. Mega Sting, welcome back. Yeah, thank you very much, Mega. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I think it's gonna be Kappa, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it's gonna be Kappa at wing back, and it's gonna be probably Yuri. It's either going to be Yuri or Balenciaga, but I think we're gonna give Yuri the old shot. Who's this stranger? James, it's me. We're back. We're back. It feels weird, I know. It's weird, but I'm glad to be back. We're gonna actually play Ander Herrera as well, because why not? If we have Ander Herrera, we might as well use him. Like it's just got to be done. It's just got to be done. Then basically the rest of these people are just gonna be subs. That's how we're gonna do it. The players are subject to change. We might even if we're feeling adventurous, go for Raul Garcia. Raul Garcia, the 36-year-old, as a segundo volante. Can't you just see it? Evening, Gary. I wouldn't let. He looks slow. Balenciaga does look slow, but 13 and 13. Yuri isn't the quickest either. 12 and 12. But the technicals on Yuri are just better. Yuri is 32. We've got an aging squad here. That I'm feeling already is how it's looking. Saran, you're on loan. See, the loan farm's already beginning. We've got players out on loan here that probably are not. I mean, you're a 2.5-star centre back. You're 25 years old. You're not developing anymore. I mean, you're 25 as well. You're not developing. There's a couple of things we'll need to do. Straight off, we'll need to get the staff up and running. That is for sure. We friendlies. Who plays friendlies? Who plays friendlies? But I am good, Gary. I hope you are well. But then also we need where is it? Training. We want individual training on basically all of those. So we have them at the bottom as well. But yeah, it's. I mean, if this works, we're an absolute genius. I'm calling it now. Now I need to remember, is it 5 from 9 in La Liga? Is it 5 from 9 subs? Because if it is, then we're gonna have to go back to rules. Subs 5 from 12. Perfect. So every one of them fits. That is what we like to see. What is a striker anyway? Lockers, I agree with that. What is a striker anyway? Nico Williams. Train to be a cam, please. Because that is where you're going to be. A Trek Artista, more precisely. More precisely. The rest of them can all fit the position. It's just Nico Williams you need to train. But at 19 years old, he's going to be one for the future. He is going to be one for the future. That is for certain. We've also, with the stream deck as well, we've got some sound clips. So like we've got a page of Chuck, so we can say hello there to Chuck. I don't know what that word is, Rams. I don't know. We've got Matt. We've got Mr. SYC. If we score, I don't know if that's too loud compared to the music. That is something you're gonna have to let me know. I might have to up the sound of those. We can do that. We can do that as we progress. I've got 2 folders for Mr. Sweet Leffer. It's how many things we've got of him, but like white stuff all over the trousers. Like it's all there. We are back. We are ready. It must be it's Shadow Striker. That's what it is. There's a big ginger man. Mao, welcome in. How are you, good sir? How the devil are you? But I think we're basically ready. Team is set up. The one thing we will need to do is get our set piece takers sorted, of course. Manine and Berenguer are going to be the 2 that kind of rotate on that left hand side, so that kind of works. And see, he's on 14 and 12 as well, so it just makes sense just to do these 2. I'm Gudge. How are you? Gudge indeed. I can work with Gudge. I can work with Gudge. But yeah, how are you, Mal? And how has time been with Massive Cutie this weekend? Has Mr. Coco departed? And if not, hi Coco as well. I recognise those. Recognise what? And thank you very much to everybody for the hype train. It's appreciated. Also, nice sofas. Yeah, nice sofas indeed. You do recognise them. You've been here. He may perform terribly on 20. Big Cutie. He departed on Monday. Sag indeed. Well, you have the Sag emote as well, Mr. Mao. What, like, let's have a look. We've got to have one little look at something. Can we add it into? I mean, is it in this one? No, it's not in this one. General info. Does it have height on here? No. Full player status? No. That is not what we want. Reports, do you have it on here? No, we're gonna have to add it to, what's this one? Oh, it's on this one. Let's go. All of our tall boys are on the bench. This is boding well for us, making the most of set pieces. Do you know what? We're probably gonna go short. Look, we can see my Steam notifications. This is interesting. But yeah, it's Sean. It's really Sean. It is. Jordan, I don't know who it is. I've lost my name badge. I've lost my name badge. How the devil are you? Do we do short corners? This is the question. We did do short corners. I remember. Do you know what? We're going with short corners. We're doing it. We're leaving the set pieces as they are. We're leaving the set pieces as they are. We're just going to sim for a little bit. We've got players in the last year of the deal. He's recently signed, so that's fine. Inigo Martinez. DOF, you can sort that out. We can get the DOF to sort the players that have got new contracts. And we can sort that out later. This formation baffles me still. The thing is it works. That's the thing you need to know. It worked earlier in FM. Whether it works after like multiple patches or not now is gonna be the question that we have to ask ourselves. But you know, it's cursed for a reason. Yeah, if you're not following Mr. Ian, go and drop the man a follow. He's a great guy. He's also managing in Spain with CE Europa, and they're now in La Liga as well. So definitely go and give Ian a follow. Great guy as well. You won't regret your choice to go and follow him at all. But if you've got any more questions about the formation, I will safely say we're gonna do it. Aim for qualification for the Europa League. The latter stages of the Copa del Rey, I can do team talks. That is one thing we can do. I do. What are you smoking? I mean, no comment on that one, Ian. No comment indeed. I can't hide my excitement. The manager profile does have Bilbao as their favourite club as well. So it's a club I've supported for such a long time. I am heavily youth focused. I mean, it can only help. Everybody is loving life. No comment on that. I want to keep Nico here. Nico Williams is staying put. Already conceded. I mean, damn Bristol City. They're not the best team. Right. Am I gonna have to do the fucking... I don't want to do the core processor, whatever it is thing. But if it's gonna affect the PC running, then we're gonna have to. But was gonna stream this morning. Woke up at 12. Realized I had a manager meeting. Was meant to last an hour. Yeah, I have something on Thursday, which means I now can't stream. Oh! It is a big deal, Chuck. I mean, this is already a good start. Chuck's blocking it, but Chuck, welcome in. How was stream? How is Coventry treating you? But this is the reason why we're running this tactic. 7-0. This music is so hype. Let's go. Shrek Boy indeed in the building. Sensible Sandwich, welcome in. Let's go. I mean, it's hype. It's hype music. We're back. We're back. It's only got to be done. Hype music for the return. But Chuck, how was Coventry? I last saw you when you was playing Arsenal. That's probably a while ago. So how the devil are Coventry? And also Chuck, just for you.
Oh, hello there.
I don't know if you could hear that. But we've got all of them. He is doing a Fortnite stream. He owes us. He owes us.
Name? What's my name? What's my name? I'm the throat goat.
He is the throat goat, indeed. Chuck, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following the big man on campus himself, go and drop the man a follow. Go and drop the man a follow. He's doing good stuff with Coventry. Mao! Sub Pog indeed. Thank you very much for 20 months. He does have to do a Fortnite stream for every... Sub Pog indeed. Thank you, Mao. But he has to do a Fortnite stream for everyone's birthday. That is the rule, Chuck. And if you don't agree with it, then that is your own problem. That is your own problem. Sub since when? I mean... From what I've heard, that there is subbing going on, but whether it's the kind of sub that we're gonna get banned from on Twitch, I don't know. Victor Gyökeres, I mean Rams, I can't. I mean, as much as I'd love to sign Gyökeres from Coventry, he's not Basque, unfortunately. If you don't agree with it, Chuck, we will boycott your streams. I agree, Jordan. Wholeheartedly agree with that statement. But yeah, recruitment meeting. What do we need them for? We know who we can sign and who we can't. But we're going to go in with it. It's Sean, it's Mark. How the devil are you? How the devil are you? I mean, we've got players signing new contracts, right? The first thing we've got to do, because this is not good. This is not good. What on earth is this sorry state of coaching stuff? We've got to make this work. We've got to make this work. How are we missing? What are we missing in here? We got more scouts we can get. I'm guessing all of our recruitment analysts have also got second jobs as scouts, right? I'm guessing that's how it works. Yeah. I haven't spoken to Mark in fucking ages. I've spoken to Mark recently, but hope you're doing well, Mark. Hope everybody is doing well from Chuck's raid as well. For those of you that don't know me, I am Sean. This is my first stream back in a while. Chuck is one of my best friends in the community. We thank him very much for the raid indeed. But yeah, and we're starting at Bilbao. Last FM I did Chertonovo Moscow. It's a Russian club that start in the 3rd tier, and they're basically very similar in the methods to Bilbao, except for they can only sign their own academy players. Here we have a little bit more leeway, but we got to a Europa Conference League semi-final with them, so if we can do that with a team in Russia, I feel like we've got big things here in Bilbao. Glasses don't suit you. No, glasses don't suit me, Jordan, but I need them. So it's one of those things. Do I fuck my eyes up even more for it not to suit me, or do I actually try and make my eyes better so maybe I don't have to wear them? Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Abby can attest to this. I spent probably a good 20 minutes to half an hour in the in Specsavers looking for glasses when I first got told I needed them because I wasn't happy with any of them. So, yeah. It's what a task that was, yeah. It was a major task. But what we seeing here? Goalkeeping coach. You're actually not that horrible. Do we do like a Spanish only coaching staff as well? I mean, Sandoa, you are fucking awful. You are going. And Alberto is probably going as well. I should wear some. I didn't because I am poor. Well, that doesn't help, does it? But we can have, what, 10 coaches? We can have 10 coaches, right? 9. So it's 3, 3, and 3. So we'll start with the goalkeeping coaches first, because they're easy. We only really need 2 of them. We only really need 2 of them. It would help if I changed my staff view. Goalkeeping coaches. You're right at the top. Happy days. 17s. I was going to wait until stream finished for food, but I'm getting hungry. I mean, no stream snack rewards. I mean, it's not, because that's only, I told you, that's only Monday. Brexit means Brexit. Well, we're in Spain, so that kind of would work. I mean, Joel Batts, here's a Frenchman. He's unemployed. Where is it? Where is it? Where?
And just like that, we're unemployed.
And just like that, he's unemployed. He is unemployed indeed. Oh, but all 3 of these are better than what we've got. You just come straight in. Spexit? I mean, Spexit works, doesn't it? But no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Have a bit more money, just so you know you come in. I don't want people accepting contracts when they're contracted to somebody else. That's not the way we roll. That is not the way we roll. We always do it this way. It's something that probably costs me money in the long run, but I want good coaches. So, because coaches win you games. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I do not like this song. Let's next song this, please. Oh, this is an absolute tune, though. This is an absolute tune. That's what we like to see. Match 6 of 8, because we're never going to get anybody in here. And we'll make it 14s as well. Only one. Lochilon. Interesting. You're actually not horrible. You're actually not horrible. I signed this guy in a lot of saves. He is probably... He prefers a goalkeeper coach, but he is just absolutely awful at it. He is absolutely awful at it. If you see this man in your saves, do never get him as a goalkeeping coach. Just FYI. Right. 6 of 8 is seeming to not provide us with anything. What is this nonsense? Interested in first team. Oh, it's because we still have goalkeeping coach on. That's why. I'm an absolute fucking idiot. Nothing's changed then. Nothing's changed. Is this? No, it's not. That's Ricardo. You want to be a Hoyd? No, mate. Yeah, there you go. Coach. Get yourself in the van. And Brian Kidd, get yourself in the van as well. And then fitness coaches. We clear this. Fitness coaches. 3 of these. To get ourselves started, we literally just need fitness at 20. That's all we need. And there's 4 of them right here. And 3 of them are unemployed. You want... Oh, because you want to be an under-19s fitness coach, that's why. There we go. There we go. Fitness coaches. Get in the van. Get in the Bilbao van. The Basque bus? Is that what it is? The Basque bus? Is that what we're going for? Do we need a new ass man? That's the question. John? Yeah, you're terrible. John, sorry. We're coming in, we're clearing you out. It's nothing personal, it's purely business. There we are, ass man. Change the view, because we have an ass man view. Hi, Andrew. Welcome in, good sir. How the devil are you? This Portuguese. He's gonna call some. I mean, these are some. Like, no, we're gonna remove and exclude that. These are some bonuses, but we can deal with that. For you to come in as an ass man, we'll do it. You're on 500 grand a week. Basque Bus needs to be a channel emote. That actually is a good shout. I'm alright, cheers, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We've been live, what now? Half hour? Something along the lines of that. And it's going well. 35 minutes we've been live. Get Millie on it. I've asked Millie for a couple of little things elsewhere. So we will leave Millie probably on that. So I went from losing the UCL final to possible. I mean, that's fun, Jordan. That's just what you want to see. Physios again. What are we doing here? What is this nonsense with staff? This is why Bilbao are doing terribly. Get me involved. Get some better staff in. Head physio. Like, see, 17s on the physios. Do we even have sports scientists? This is a question we have to ask ourselves. They do. What? Like 16. His mum still buys his trousers. And 16. Like, I reckon we can get better than that on both of those. Not the shortlist. You absolute dummy. Medical staff. Clear all of these. We'll get our physios in first. Because you can get 20s in physios, and it's just like, what are you doing with your life? It's just what's best for business, exactly. Living that dream. I mean, Jacques. No, we're just gonna go for free agents with medical staff. You want to be a sports scientist? What are we doing? Like, what are you actually doing? Your preferred job says physio. Like, FMB FM, I guess. Man wants sports scientist even though his favourite job is physio. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We have, what, four physios we can get? Yeah. So we got 4 physios right here. Dario, the Italian coming to Bilbao. It's like the Italian man went to Malta. What a strange video that was back in the day. What a strange video that was. I mean, I played 4 league games and I'm 17th. I mean, yeah. That is FM though for you, Jordan. That is FM for you. But you get to 24th, don't you? Or 23rd in the UCL group. So you're fine. You're fine. You'll beat Celtic and Anderlecht, and you'll beat Napoli away. It's absolutely fine. You'll win them all. Have some faith in yourself, my good sir. And we can only get 1 sports scientist of each. Ugh. Ugh. Poor bastards. We're gonna have to improve this staff over time. We're gonna have to improve this in overtime, right? We can get 18s. We can get 19s. This is what I'm looking at. Stefano, come in and be the head of sports science, my good sir. We're not looking that in, just in case you want to renegotiate. Dara, we're getting an Irishman in, Mark. We're getting an Irishman in. You did also lose your 4 best players. See, there you go. Like, that's why you're doing shit. It's nothing. It's not your ability. It's you've lost your best players. You can't control that. You can't control that. We need a preseason. We need a preseason to go well. What's the preseason style like? I mean, we've drawn 1-1. Adnan Januzaj scored against us. Interesting. Yo, Alec, welcome in, my good sir. We have lost 3 people to short-term injuries. That probably didn't help us. That probably didn't help us. But how are you, Alec? One of these. Take a guess. Right, Man City from here. Transfers in 250. Wait, I clicked the same Gyatso twice, didn't I? Or if you just posted... Jordan, you've posted the same Gyatso link twice. Like, look at your Gyatso links that you're posting, my good sir. Like, make it make sense. Yeah, shit indeed. I'm good, thank you, Alec. I am good. I'm looking forward to getting back. I've just seen we start the season at home to Real Madrid. Talk about baptism of fire. Literally talk about baptism of fire. If you We literally couldn't start with any bigger test. Like, talk about baptism of fires. I think that's probably up there. Other than going away to, I mean, we've offered contracts to people, and 2 of them are already being offered by Premier League sides, so we're gonna get ripped bozo by them, probably. Medical center. I mean, Nottingham Forest. He's in as a physio, right? Goalkeeping coach. Right, so we can accept all 3 of you, because we won't get the weird bug where it cancels, and we can accept you. Kid can come in as a coach as well. Send on. Wait, we need to. You need language courses. Get them on the language course. How can we get them? Right, yeah, you get there. Which one? 16, 12, 60. I mean, are these like the exact same people? What's this gonna cost us less? Sorry, it's nothing personal. So how's the team looking? Chuck, you'll love the formation. Chuck, you'll love the formation. Here's what we're playing. It's great. I don't know what you mean. The formation name means absolutely nothing. I don't know what you mean. Skin. The skin. I am gonna be changing skins, Alec. That's why there's no skin command. Okay, I'm back. How was shower, Gav? How was shower? Right. We're getting rid of all of these, so it actually doesn't matter. We just got rid of Iter, didn't we? Yeah, so we go second down in the list. Goodbye. You complete move. We're sacking people left, right, and center. Very clean, very try not to think of Sean, very foul. I mean, it's very difficult. It is very, very difficult to do that. And goodbye to you. BRB, no worries, Jordan. No, done that. Like, all of the people getting sacked. It's a bad time to be working at Bilbao. But now we've now got the staff that we want. And look at this. This is a lot better. We need performance analysts. That's what we need. I forgot about performance analysts. And I forgot about scouts. We need what? 5 scouts? 5 scouts in the building. Here we go. Scouts. Scouts. I don't know why I'm getting scouts, but if we can get scouts to pick up more knowledge of the people, then we're gonna like, more scouts can only mean one thing: more players for the youth intakes. That is what I say. Egon, what a name that is. Egon Cords. And he only wants to be a scout as well. Sean Hairbulge be bussin'. Why that welcome in? How the devil are you? What skin will you be using? I will be using the SAS skin very soon. But yeah, I will be using the SAS skin soon. David Williams. He's had a bid from Spurs. Look, David, we're going to save you from Spurs. Come to Bilbao. We're going to save you from Spurs. You're at Rapid Vienna. Like, we can save you from Rapid Vienna as well. Like, come to Bilbao. That's where we want. I think you mean Egon. I mean Egon, whatever. It's the exact same thing. Sasha, look, Salzburg picked some absolute gems. So if you can come and help us do that, I will be eternally grateful. And we'll take from Modena as well, because Modena, like, you want to be a chief scout? I'm sorry, good sir. Actually, how terrible is my chief scout? That's a very good question. 18, 15, 16. We can get, what, 10 scouts? We already have 10 scouts. Plus 5, so we can have 15. No, we can only have 10, because recruitment analysts are scouts. So you want to be chief scout? I mean, you're better than my chief scout, so you know what? Go for it. Come and be a chief scout. How the hell do you need to... If you can only sign Basque, well, we need to scout all of the Spanish sides. Because we can sign 15 and 16-year-old Spaniards and get them Basque nationality. That's how we will gain Basque nationality. So we need to scout everywhere in Spain. Every single little corner and suburb you can think of in Spain will be sorted by there. I mean, you have 20 judging ability. Come to Bilbao, please. Come to Bilbao, please. You're a director of football, so you're not going to leave. Frank, welcome in the door. You want to be a DOF? No. He's going to walk away. I mean, he does want to be a DOF. He does say in his job description he wants to be a DOF. So I'll let him off. I'll let him off. Usually go no way. No. Two of your favourite clubs are playing each other tonight. Who, massive cutie? But no, you can sign 15 and 16-year-old Spaniards quite easily. Well, on youth intake day, basically you offer them a contract before they get offered a professional contract. Barnet and Norwich. I don't mind Norwich. Barnet can go fuck themselves, but Norwich, I mean, I've just seen this guy's on £400 a week. What, like, see, I can offer you like £2,000. Come here instead. Come here instead. How many scouts have we bid for? That's going to be a very good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 before the Chief Scout. We've offered 7, so we can get 3 more. I say this, I haven't even looked at my recruitment team for how good they actually are. We are very terrible. Okay, you're terrible. Okay, you're terrible. Okay, they're all terrible. Blast is not too bad, but the rest we can offer 9. No, this isn't. We can offer 2 more. Peas, like you're on. How are you on £3,000 at a Serie B side? Yet a Bundesliga side are offering you like make it make sense. Money in football is weird. After suffering, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Yeah, I would be doing the same. That is the skin I'm using currently, but I'm gonna be using Saskin soon. I just need to download it and put it on. So that one is the current one I'm using, but it's not gonna be the one I'm using for much longer. So yeah, which is why I don't have the command for it at the moment. That is the entire reason why I don't have the command for it. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna come straight in. Sasha's in on board already. That's what you love to see. We love people coming straight in and being on board with everything. Send you on a language course as well. Get you learning this. After the Turkish Cup win, yeah, I mean, it's probably the expectations. They're probably doing a Jack Grealish and partying. Really? You decided to stay at Spezia and be a head physio? I mean, interesting. You've gone to Italy instead of the beautiful sunny Spain. Send you home. We don't want. I mean, have you actually chose to represent Algeria? That's based. Party in Urfa. I mean, why not? You can party anywhere if you have enough booze. That is for certain. If you have enough booze, you can party anywhere. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like, so we need a new head physio. We need performance analysts. What am I doing? Why am I forgetting shit? My brain is terrible today. Head performance analyst. Fundamentalist city in Turkey. I am not kidding. I mean, there will be fundamentalist parties. There might not be the parties that we're thinking of, but there will definitely be there will definitely be parties. Head performance analyst. Coach roles. Performance analyst. I mean Michael Edwards. Aren't you the former Liverpool one? Yeah, you are. I mean, do you want to come to Bilbao? You want to be a DOF? How about a head performance analyst, my good sir? On £10,000 a week? Yeah, I didn't think so. Why are you offering me people that are just not gonna cut the mustard? Gav, how is the Cercle Bruges head performance analyst? Because he looks pretty good to me. So we're gonna try and rob him from them. We're gonna help out the Rupel boom. Ariane and Shishkab. I mean, if that's what it takes, then why not? They might quite like that. They might quite like that. You don't know what kind of parties are gonna get up to there. Can we get any on there? No. 16s. His mum still buys his trousers. 16. Michael Edwards is not going to do it, so why are you showing me him? I wish that was a thing you could do. If you've had a contract like gone from somebody, just actually getting rid of that. Urfa has no parties. Marissa, welcome in. If they have no parties, then that's fair enough. Did I change? Yes, I did. Why do you want to be a head one? No. The only head we're getting is from the person we've already offered it to. Not scouting. What are we doing? Just do that. Nope, he doesn't want it. Boring bastard. Like, why do all these people want the head one? Like, we've already got one of them coming in. We've already got one with head coming in. I mean, I can't do that. But I can offer you 10 grand a week instead. See, offering him more money and he comes in. There's your answer. Just offer them money. 9 grand a week for performance analysts. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. We want probably data. You turn us down. I mean, there's a new gen already. Eli Poch. Speaking of Poch to Chelsea. What a great move that is. He's definitely got upgraded from Spurs. Just putting it out there. Maybe not from PSG so much, but from Spurs definitely. Anything's an upgrade on Spurs. He's walked away. Basque pool party after home wins. I mean, that is very true. 2 seasons in a row on a minor budget. I mean, that's very good going. That is very, very good going. Stefan, do you know what, Stefan? You can cut. No, why do people want head performance analyst so much? What is going on here? I just want you to be a regular, boring old performance analyst. People these days. I mean, you're a terrible coach. So, Marco, Polo. Anybody with the Polo shouts in chat. Marco Polo. I mean, get to fuck, Marco. Do you know what? We'll get the terrible coaching. What are you like? Yeah, you see. Oh, finally, someone that actually wants it. The terrible coach does it for us. We're turning shit. See, that's what it is. Not all, spending money doesn't always work. I mean, see, this guy's already in as a scout. You love to see it. You love to see it. Send you on the language course. Williams, you're a terrible person. I mean, you're in as a scout, based. You're in as a scout. I think that's as much. He's gone to Brentford over Bilbao. What are you doing with your life, Grant? What are you doing with your life? We'll assess things after we've got everybody in. You're blocked. You come in and be the chief scout. That's why. Yeah, mutually terminated. Get to feck. Get to feck. Enter and swoop for Diakabi. That would be an interesting sign. I didn't turn first window off this time because purely and simply I wanted to see some of the chaos. I mean, people already choosing other clubs over us. It's not a good start. It's not a good start. I didn't do it on day one. That's my issue. Now people are getting other contracts. If we'd have done it properly and done it on day one, we wouldn't have had this. Holy shit, you're alive. I am, Rakia. I am. Unbelievably, I am. Somehow. I don't know how. Wait, is there a player? Have we... Oh my god, we have a player called Bilbao. He is... No matter how shit he is, we are offering him contracts until he no longer accepts them. Purely because his name's Bilbao. He's actually not horrible. Get yourself training as a track, my good sir. Because you're going to be playing as a track artista. Munain's replacement? Exclamation mark. We are offering you. Discuss contract with with agent. He wants 9... I mean, there we go. That's fine. We can... Because what's he on currently? He's on 1.2k a week. He's getting... we'll remove that. We'll find Bilbao a loan move. We'll find him a loan move. 9.5 grand a week. No, not happening. After 25 league games, you can do that. No, let's be sensible. 8.5. There we go. Luis Bilbao, is he from Bilbao? I would assume so, considering their information. Where is place of birth? Place of birth. He's not from... Well, he might be from Bilbao, but his place of birth is Gexco. Gexco, or how I'm not sure how you pronounce that. What on 1.4k? Yeah, that was an interesting contract offer, Gav. Hello, Dino. I'm doing well, thank you. Remember, you can't sign them, Wider. I've done Bilbao already. Like Toulouse, yeah, it doesn't work. It's only Spaniards that it works with. Getcho. Getcho. There we go. Yeah, Getch's H. Getcho, really, yeah. It only works with... Yeah, it's literally attached to Bilbao. I mean, it's close enough. He's still called Bilbao, though, so we're still keeping him around, no matter what. It's just the unwritten rule. He might have a chance, but now once he signs his new contract, we will have to offer him a loan move. The loan farm starts now. The loan farm starts now, ladies and gentlemen. What about guys like Griezmann and Laporte? Yeah, if I go Griezmann I can do because he already has it in game. So if we go information, he has the other nationalities Basque. So if French players spawn with the Basque nationality, you can sign them, I believe, because they have the Basque already. So like I can make an offer to Griezmann. He's not. We have a 21 million budget. Did not realize that, but we could offer money to Atletico for Griezmann. He's not gonna want to because of his Sociedad history. But yeah, if they spawn with Basque nationality, so if I do scout in players in range, new search, so no, it's not nationality. It's second nationality. Here is Basque. You can see like you've got like other players with Basque, so like he would have had Spanish at probably he's probably yeah, he's been in Spain, he came through Bilbao, that's why. But like, so you have other players that can fit in. It's like Chertonova, where we had a South African come through. If they come through as French, that's fine. If they come through, but I just think it's only Spaniards for the purpose of signing 15 and 16-year-olds that can gain the nationality. But I am going to be very happy to try and learn my Basque nationalities. We're not going to speak to the press about that. We're hoping he's going to sign his new deal on $8,500 a week, and then we're going to offer him out straight on loan straight away. De Gea prepares for his testimonial. Good for him, I suppose. I'd need to wait for Laporte. I'd need to wait for Laporte and Griezmann to decline in quality before I even considered signing them, and they'd be on ridiculous money anyway. So the likelihood of me doing that is 0 anyway, just for the future reference. Then a few Frenchmen show up, yeah. But I am willing to I am willing to test that theory out. Like if we do a little player search, players in range, and we remove this and we just add French nationality players, that we make 16 the highest. Is there no players in range? Or they might not be interested in transfer. Here. So, like, say this guy. He's French, 16, approach to sign. Yeah, because he's non-Basque. He's French, he's 16. Yeah, he's 16, he's French, but we can't do it. Whereas if I change that to Spanish at 16, here, and I go here, it might not be able to. He's already got a contract offer, so that's... but if I make an offer, I should be able to offer for him. Yeah, so I should be able to like make an offer to him. But if I then go back to the French players and then make an offer, I can't. See? So I can do it for 15 and 16-year-old Spaniards, I can't do it for 15 and 16-year-old Frenchmen. Which is strange considering the Basque region is also in France, but yeah. You can only do it with Spaniards. I think it's because the way you code it, it's difficult to do it. So you can code it for Spain because they're in the Spanish league, but you can't do it for France because they're not in the French league, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's the way it is. So you can, because I can sign Spanish players from all across the country. Luis Bilbao is there, right? Let's offer you to clubs for loan. We'll offer you out for absolutely nothing, to help with your development. I mean, Quetta, sure, he's gonna get game time, I suppose. We're looking forward to working with him. It's probably FM's mistake, possibly. Yeah, they'll be too old to get Basque by then. There's your answer. That's the reason why. So, yeah, because Bilbao is in Spain, they'd be leaving the country. And if they're not allowed to leave until they're 18, there's your answer. There is your answer. Danny Garcia, I mean, as much as I like this song, it's going. And again with this one. I mean, that was Venga Boys, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Leave you to physio. We're not putting injections on anybody. Hopefully, yeah, from what I've seen, Basque French players do regen. It's not something that's, it's relatively rare, but you do see it. But the amount of Spanish players we are going to try and sign in this save, like, because when I did it, earlier in the year, I'm fairly certain you could get a lot of 5-star potential Spanish 15 and 16-year-olds for like £1 million a pop. So that means we could already get like 22. Like, some will be a little bit more, but you could get like some for like £1 million. It's ridiculous. Like, so I wouldn't worry too much. Debated song, Mr. Woo! Mr. Woo. Mr. Woo. Where are we? Where are we? It's not on here. I didn't add it. But Mr. Woo, how are you? How the devil are you? Oh, that's our B team. I thought for a minute. Mr. Man Bun, yes! Birthday twin. My birthday twin. Fun fact for everybody that doesn't know this. Me and Ali, Mr. Tacticality in chat, we share the same birthday. We do share the same birthday. It's very, very based. Questionable things FM players say, yeah. It's when you put it into context. It is quite a mad statement that I just said there. But yeah. I do stand by it. I do stand by it. But don't like, we're not expecting. I'm not expecting Aymeric Laporte style regens to come through. It's one thing that I'm purely mainly focusing on the Spanish side of this save. And just youth intake day is gonna be like our Christmas. This is why bold and bankrupt stays in poor country. Exactly. Right, we're gonna change the training calendar because match review and your extracurricular training sessions, boy are they fun and boy are they important. Like, they are very important, and put in a match tactics before, like the day before your game as well, just to like. It's not like we've been working on the tactic all season, but yeah. I'm gonna take it instead of possession. Like, possession is gonna become chance creation. And then that can become match tactics. That it's one of those things. You should include them in your training calendars, like, each week, without fail. Like, it helps the team dynamics so much, especially earlier in the season. Like, look, my managerial support right now is average. Like, I've got strong influence purely because of the fact that I've just set my manager up with international playing experience and pro license. But, like, if not, like, your managerial support, it's very good for your dynamics and your team cohesion and your club atmosphere. Which help. Hello, Car. How the devil are you, good sir? To have way too many South Africa... yeah. I load in the... when I do my database, he is off on loan. Good for him. But when I... load up my game, I don't know if it will show it. But yeah, like, I have like 133,000 players in my database because I load in all the the players in the continents anyway, even if I don't have the leagues loaded. If I load all the leagues, then I don't have it. But if I do, then if I don't have there, If you have the channel points for it, Alec, then of course you can. It's season 1, obviously, we've only just started. So, like, the likelihood of us having any real knowledge on him, other than his attributes on start of game, is 0. There's no career, there's no progression, no nothing like that. But, yeah, this save is going to be my save until the end of FM, basically, on stream. Yeah, you can work around it, though, because, like, of the rules of in Italy. This skin is lovely. It's not going to be the skin I use. It's a lovely skin, but it's not the skin I use for long. I'm gonna be a convert to the SAS skin. The SAS Mage skin. Because it has so much more. What one is this? This is the OPZ. It's the FM Scout one. It's FM Scout. It's the OPZ Elite. If I can type skin. If I could show, if I remember how to do it. Advanced. Skin, please. Come on. Yeah, the OPZ Elite 2 Blackout one. So that's the current skin I'm using. You get it off of FM Scout. But I won't be using this one for long. It's very nice indeed. Like, it is a very, very nice skin. I used it all of last FM. It was the one I used all last FM. But I won't be using it for much longer. I have been converted to the SAS Mage skin, having watched SIC for a lot of this FM. We're going to give them high bonuses in the league. It will reduce our transfer budget a little bit, but we're not caring. We don't care about transfer budget until the end of the season anyway. And our aim is to try and get a lot of players on frees anyway. Our transfer budget is mainly going to be buying back players that we've sold if we can. I'm guessing that's a match review. I'm going to cancel. When is that? End of August. Okay. Interesting. Why have I not sorted that one out? We play Espanyol, the rivals of the Spanish team I support, Barcelona. I saw the question about what do I make of Mount and Havertz earlier. Like, for me, if they wanted to leave, it kind of shows the club. Like, the club Chelsea need to sell players. That is one thing that is like a given the side of the squad and the amount of people we bought last season. But Mason Mounts was supposed to be Mr. Chelsea, and the first sign of a shit season, he's kind of, from the way it seems, not wanted to stick around. But also at the same time, he wanted to be on the same money as people like Reece James were on. He wasn't going to get that money because his performance this season didn't warrant it. Havertz was the first sign of trouble and he's got out and he's gone to Arsenal, who were on the up. So good for him. Like, if that's what he wants to do, it kind of shows the mentality of the player, to me. Where he's not going to want to buckle in and go and play well if it goes south. And I think he might find that at Arsenal. Especially considering this was probably Arsenal's season. I feel like they have a depth season this season, so you might find Arteta does well with him, but it just doesn't seem that way right now. But yeah, like and then yeah, but Mount, Mr. Chelsea, like, leaving after the first poor season again, it kind of shows. Respect King Kai. I will forever love Kai Havertz because he scored the Champions League winner in 2021. I will always forever love that moment from Kai Havertz and respect the job he did because he especially was playing out of position at Chelsea. I think he will get the position he wants at Arsenal, whereas he wasn't getting out of Chelsea. But I mean, we are already finding. We're scoring goals. Defensively, we are already finding ourselves a little unstuck with this system. But that was the way it goes. He is a Portsmouth fan first and foremost. But in that same interview, he goes, Chelsea are a very close second to my heart. Or something along those lines. He always stated he was Portsmouth first and foremost. Because that was where he grew up. And that was the team he grew up supporting. Which is fair enough. But like, at the same time, don't say you love Chelsea and want to spend the majority of your career at Chelsea and then leave and then leave the first sign of trouble at Chelsea, where you're in the first time, for the first time since he got promoted to the first team, he was relatively in and out of the squad, and all of a sudden he's gone. Whereas Reece James the other day, there was a tweet. It was basically like, Reece James to Arsenal, who says no, and Reece James responded with, I say no. Now that could just be PR, but like, that already shows more of a player that wants to be at the club. But at the same time, like, yeah, if you're not being offered it, that's fine. Like, if that's what you think you deserve and earn, that's fine. But at the same time, if the club are going, we're not prepared to pay you that, if you love the club as much as you say you do, you take a pay cut. He was still being offered a pay rise than what he's already on. Like, it wasn't as if to say he's just being extended on the same thing. Football is fickle, so it's not like he was offered peanuts. Like, he's offered 200 grand a week. I'd fucking kill for 200 grand a week. There was a lot of things that I would do on this planet for 200 grand a week. No cap. To be able to play football for Chelsea on 200 grand a week, I'm taking it every day of the week. But that's me as a Chelsea fan. And if Matt wants first team football, I don't think he gets it at United either. If I'm being honest. I don't think he gets a guaranteed start at Man United. I could be proven wrong, but I think he will be rotated in and out of that team. The same way as he was at Chelsea last season. So, and if he's being offered 300 grand at Man United to me are mugs. Mason Mount's not a player that deserves to earn 300 grand a week in any stretch of the imagination. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, Man United, but Man United have to overpay everybody because it's the name. Yeah, he did see a better job elsewhere for better pay, and I agree with that focal. I hold no grudges for Mason Mount wanting to leave to Man United for 300 grand a week, like for more money. Like, do I think Man United? But he was on triple that, yes. But at the same time, like, that is football. That is football. That is the Premier League tax. The Premier League. That is why if you look at the average wage of the Premier League compared to any other league in Europe, the Premier League has more money in it, so players will get more money. It's the way it is. And David De Gea for a long time was Manchester United's best player. He's not now, and he's now a free agent. But like, he was at one point. He was at one point. We are making our managerial debut against Real Madrid. If we beat Real Madrid, I am going to love life. It's the kind of thing where we will beat Real Madrid at home with this, but then we'll lose to Girona away. Is it Girona? I think it's Girona. I could be wrong with that pronunciation. My pronunciations are going to be terrible. I'm putting it out there now. But I will try to learn them. He was, yeah. He single-handedly at times as well kept them in games. Girona, Spanish Man City. Are they actually Spanish Man City? That is something I've now got to look at. Where are you? Here. Do you have Man City as an affiliate? Yeah, you do. Okay, interesting. Yeah, City own them. But Chelsea are now doing the same thing with the owned clubs. Because we've bought Strasbourg now, haven't we? Or we're in the process of buying Strasbourg. Like, so it won't surprise me if that happens. I mean, it's a useful Ingo is a useful option that can be improved upon. The first season, we're not going to really start the loan farm, but next season, you are going to find we are going to start this loan farm. Now, Bowley can ruin two clubs. Hey, I feel like first season, he's had a culture shock to the way football works in Europe. And that is for certain. He thought he could do an Americanized way, and you can't. Where if I spend big money on every big player, I will win. Not the way it works. Not in football. Bowley is playing FM, and you've got to respect the hustle for it. You have got to respect the hustle for it. Raul Garcia is injured. Shock. Players injured. We've got a full strength starting 11. I mean, If he wants to, good on him. I mean, Phil's got like we are going to do it. He's in his yeah, he is in his signing all the Wonder Kids phase, but a lot of that is for the future. When he bought Chelsea, he said he was going to do that. He said that he was going to buy a lot of youth, invest in basically in what was initially going to be the loan farm, but it's going to be invested into the multi-club project, and he's going to buy them and either loan out as much as he can or sell them to the clubs with cheap buyback fees. And he's going to invest in the multi-club project, and that is going to be the way it is. But that was already known to basically everyone when that was part of what he was stating when he bought the club. So that is not news to me. This is expected. But we play Real Madrid first, chat. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I reckon we get battered. Not going to lie. It's probably going to be the baptism of fire, or it's going to work really well. First of all, we need to change this, don't we? Key highlights. Get this onto TV. Drop you down. Zoom you in a little bit. Increase the speeds. I mean, if we can score straight from this free kick, very, very paced. No, Vivian's not winning that header. Yuri, no. It was just the extended highlight. Grumba. But if you had the kind of money to buy all the Wonder Kids, I would as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely would. Yuri, Williams, Vencedor, let's go. The first real highlight of the save. It's Ander Herrera. It's Muniain. It's a good save. But this is why we play strikerless. The double treks. Look at the passing play that's coming out here. This is against the best team in the league. The defending European champions, and we're passing them off the pitch. Maybe not from that pass with Ander Herrera. Maybe I've spoken too soon. Yeah. It is very true, Oida. I mean, Inaki Williams pressing like that, you love to see it. £150 tickets. I'm fairly certain there already are £150 tickets. That is a great block. I don't know why Yuri blasted that out of play. But, you know. We move. And Eder Militao heads over. See, it's absolutely fine. The thing that worries me is we don't have the tallest squad. £150 is a base price for Brentford at home. Some clubs are venturing very close towards that already, I feel like. That. Vinicius Jr. has just left him for dead. I mean, that's an interesting clearance. Benzema's offside there. I'm fairly certain Benzema is offside there. He looked off anyway. Nope, it's been given. Who played you on? Oh, left back. Left back played you on. Yuri played you on. Saj indeed. But it's Real Madrid. You're not likely going to beat Real Madrid in Season 1 on FM with any Spanish side. Because they just have the best players. I mean, if we can. Muniain, you've got Nico Williams free. You've got Inaki making the run. It's Inaki Williams! It's been given! Welcome in, Gio. You've just watched us equalise at home to Real Madrid on the opening day. What a finish that is as well by Inaki Williams. What a finish that is. You absolutely love to see it. The berate has worked. Muniain from Trek Artista. See, it's a recipe for success. All the doubters, all the haters, we might be FM in Real Madrid a little bit here, but that's not the point. It's an equaliser, yeah. You've done nothing wrong. Keep going. We're going to positively influence them. Encourage the boys. Encourage the boys. Can we get that out, please? No, that is terrible. I mean, what a save. Unai Simon is probably our best player. He is going to keep us in games. He is. There are going to be games where we are hanging on for dear life. I feel like against the big teams. Like this right now. This right now is slightly concerning. It's worth a demand more shout. That is for certain. But Vivian, where the fuck is that? Where the fuck is that going? We gotta win that header. We pick up the loose ball. That is a hospital pass if I've ever seen one. My goodness me, we can't string a pass together right now. This is probably not the time I wanted to play Real Madrid on the opening day. I mean, it gets it out of the way first. I mean, this is lovely football. Inaki's in behind. So is Munayin. Oh, it's a great save from Courtois. He took ages to strike there. At Leicester City now. Yeah, Vencedor probably will. Is it this little chappy here? Unai Vencedor. Because he is very, very good and develops into a beast. Oh, Inaki Williams. He's beaten them for pace again. Oh, and he scored again! We're beating Real Madrid on the opening day. Who doubted us? It's the Williams brothers combining as well. Me when this goal goes in.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm hard.
I'm hard indeed. Matt, where is it?
Everything about that was sex on wheels.
Sex on wheels indeed. It's whipped in. Can we win the header? No. Nico Williams. Oh, he's nearly found it, hasn't he? We're beating Real Madrid. If that doesn't deserve praise, I don't know what does. But Inaki Williams as a shadow striker, you've seen it here first. It works. We should probably make some subs. Players are probably knackered. And players are probably not nervous. We don't need that. Lueke, come in. Basque boys wrecking Real Madrid. Indeed. Yuri's on a 6.4. Our left back, our fullbacks have not done the best today. To say the least. Wingbacks tend to get terrible ratings in FM. I don't know why. It's just something that just happens. First time since 1939. If we can pull that off, I'm an absolute genius. I will call it out now. You don't have the pace, if I remember correctly. A lot of the players that we have in our team just don't have the pace. Who was it? It was Berengay that had the pace, yeah. But look at this. Look at this front three rating. You're telling me that 2 Treks and a shadow striker wouldn't work? Oh, unbelievable. There were people that there are people specifically before I started streaming that were telling me that it's cursed. We're going to bring Vencedor off because he's on a 6.9. Nice. And we're instantly just going to drop the tempo and time waste as well. They've brought Eden Hazard on. Oh, if he scores against me, then I don't know whether to cry or to be slightly happy that Hazard's playing football and scoring in some universe. I mean, Unai Simon. I mean, what defending that is. That is bodies on the line stuff. That is bodies on the line. Well, you know the Spanish did to... Yeah, we know what the Spanish did to the Basques. That is unfortunate. I mean, Balenciaga, that is a terrible pass. But Benzema can't finish. We're going to beat Real Madrid on the opening day. We're actually going to beat Real Madrid on the opening day.
Everything about that was sex on wheels.
It is sex on wheels indeed. But the crowd go wild. There's a party going on as well. I'm getting the sound clips in whilst I know how to use them. We've beaten Real Madrid on the opening day, chat. It's the perfect start. There's always an element of luck. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the season, we're going to look back at this and see that we've beaten Real Madrid, the best team in the league on the opening day. Well, the second best team in La Liga, because Barcelona won the league, didn't they, this season? Ease past Real Madrid. Ease past Real Madrid. Congrats, cutie. Thank you. Ease past Real Madrid. This is going to become a tweet. Don't you worry about that. This is becoming a tweet. Yes, snipping tool over there. Get this on the Twitter ASAP. Nope, that's definitely what we wanted. We will get the tweet going live in 2 seconds. And you said no Spanish team beats Real Madrid. Exactly. But Ducky, what you'll realize is that I'm built differently. I'm just built differently. And I have a massive ego. So when I do stuff that's good, I'll be there. And we've got a... I am horny indeed. This is the one we want. Yeah, the orgasm. Yeah, it's the mic orgasm is there, but yeah, we've beaten Real Madrid to start the stream. I mean, it's stuff that's made of pure fantasy that link in bio. Let's give that a little tweak. Should I get a Spurs gaming chair? If you get a Spurs gaming chair, I mean, I don't know if it's quite Berry Cup territory, Abby, but like it's very, very close. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go and show the tweet some love as well, that would be very, very much appreciated. As Inaki Williams scores a brace on debut, no, on the opening game of the season, not on debut. He's been at Bilbao for absolutely ages. I mean, that's funny that we could have had the opportunity to say I wouldn't have swapped him even for Benzema. But yeah, no to the Spurs chair, Abby. I will not be happy. The Liverpool one you can do because you're a Liverpool fan. I don't mind a Liverpool one. I don't like that one is fine as much as it would pain me. And started making gaming chairs. Yeah, I mean they are the banter club for a reason. Yeah, indeed, Chuck. Indeed. It's a record attendance as well. It's a record attendance on the opening day. The fan, Manuel the waiter, the fan, he's come in and he's put Real Madrid to the sword on the opening day of the season. Can I get you? Yeah, I'm probably gonna say that I can. He was born in Pamplona, where Osasuna play, I believe. I believe they're the team that his real name fixed out from Atletico Pamplona. He's actually not horrible. He's not great, but he's not horrible. I mean, this is broken. Like what's going on here? Scout view broken. Absolutely broken. I mean, the Williams brothers had to... I love the fact because they play as cams, they're going to be named in midfield, which is just sensational. It means that my front three will never be in the team of the week as a striker. Just a little bit of FM... Little bit of FM stuff there. If you play strikerless, you will never have a player in the striker put on the team of the week, just because they're labelled as midfield. And for some reason, the FM team of the week is always 4-4-2. So the FM team of the week is always Brexit ball. Mike Bassett would be proud. He would be. Absolutely loving life. I mean, Vencedor getting a pulled hamstring is not what we need. We should probably relook at our staff now and just see. Yeah, we're still... Can we get some more physios? Probably not by the looks of that. What are our physios saying? 20 and 12. We didn't get a new head physio, did we? No. 4-4-2 is based indeed. The 4-4-2 diamond. The narrow diamond this year, for some reason, works well. And I don't like it. We need 2 new physios. Okay. Medical staff. Medical physio. Of course we're not picking that, are we? Physio at 50. No, physio at 20. I had a bad experience. Gav has loved it this year with his Rupel boom save. I mean, Rob, do you want to come in and be head physio? I mean, that is based. Who are you wanted by? Oh, it's just free agent. Cool. Cross the opposite wing balls. Yeah, but if you have good fullbacks, you can kind of negate that anyway. And you are also playing as Elgin in Scotland. Shadow Striker is a bit imbalanced, isn't it? Yeah, they really... I feel like there's a few things with the new FM match engine that are going to come in 25 that will change the way, like, strikerless tactics and stuff actually work. And then you, please, Avellino. Avellino, isn't that a club? That's who Breezy were managing. I mean, the club will probably... San Liufa. I hope I've spelled that right. Which one? Which one? Because they're here, I'm assuming. But, like, I have no idea which one. I'm happy, like, there. But they're probably in them. One of them, yeah. They want me to play Uriah as the wide centre-back and Danny Vivian as the libero, but man doesn't have the dribbly boy ability. And he's better as a wide centre-back. And they want me... Who did they want me to change? They wanted me to put Seanasea instead of Nico Williams. Are you crazy? Man played an absolute blinder against Real Madrid on the opening day, and you now want me to change that? First season, yeah, Cole Palmer, yeah. I will be using the updated database for there is a Turkish club called Batman, yes. Board, come on. Let's discuss. That's based. How many more physios can we get? We can get 6. So we can get one more. We can get one more physio. Get the physios in. We've already bid for you, so we'll get this guy in because we want to get unemployed people back into work. Unlike the Tories. Wait, what? No, I have no idea if that's the case, but yeah. Valencia beat Sevilla. I mean, Valencia have started the season well, haven't they? Win at home. I mean, they are the 1-0 side, aren't they? They are the 1-0 side by the looks of it. It's not 1-0 to the Arsenal, it's 1-0 to the Valencia now. Batman is same as roughly £17. Interesting. I don't know what to do with that knowledge, Gio. I really don't. Can we now beat Girona? I mean, if we are, I mean, we're going to play Seanasea as the Volante. I mean, Raul Garcia is back, but he's not fit, so neither is Danny Garcia. We are missing a few players. Injuries are going to be the thing that cost us this season, I feel like. Like, because the first team squad... And Nico Williams will naturally quickly become accomplished, at least, as a Trek. In Turkish Persian. Okay. But yeah, Seanasea... I can't remember how I fully played it last time. I deleted the save. For the pure reason that I was probably going to load in the wrong save at one point. And be like, well, I didn't do this last stream. I mean, it wouldn't make for a funny start to stream, wouldn't it? But not the way we want to do it. No worries, Chuck. Thank you for the lurk, dude. Thank you for the lurk. Graham, welcome in, good sir. How the devil are you? You've missed us beat Real Madrid on the opening day. After I said nobody beats Real Madrid on the opening day. No, nobody beats Real Madrid really in season 1. I might have proven people wrong. I might have contradicted my own statement already. Which is fun. I mean, Cadiz beating Elche is an interesting one. I don't need this. Where is my league table? I'm dripping with anticipation. It's a good start, yeah. It's a very, very good start. But we'll probably end up like losing this game to Girona. I mean, is that former Middlesbrough striker Stuani? Because if so, that's pretty fantastic that he's still playing. I didn't even realise he still existed. I'm not going to lie. Look at this passing. It's liquid football. Out to the fullback. Right, inside. Find the ball over the top. Inaki Williams. Oh, he's just too good. We'll get the samba going. The ball's over the top for the shadow striker to run in behind to. It's just very, very sexy. Because the defenders don't pick them up, and the defenders, like, capabilities of leaving long balls over the top consistently in this game just makes for shadow strikers to work brilliantly. I mean, Vivian, can we get a second here? A nice second before halftime is what we want. Nico Williams Jr. I mean, he's done brilliantly. He's not got it. Ander Herrera, you're not. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not gonna lie. I'm hard.
I'm hard by that. That is sensational. I mean, that.
Absolutely superb.
Indeed, Mike. Absolutely superb. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Ander Herrera, top bins from the edge of the box. Have some of that. What a start. What an opening half hour that's been. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. We're top of the league, chat. Do we just stop the season here? Do we just say, right, that's it? That's it. Nothing. No more football for the rest of the season. And it's the title now. Give us the Champions League and 150 million or whatever it is. All the youth intake players to come. It's not going to stay like this. It's not going to stay like this. There will be games where we lose. We will lose games. If we win the league unbeaten first season, I might as well just give up. I might as well just admit that I'm the best FM player in the world. It would just be facts then at that point, surely. Winning La Liga unbeaten with Bilbao season 1. I mean, Munain's in. He's got to square it. He does, and it's an easy tap in for Inaki Williams to make it 3-0. It's absolutely brilliant. It's Osasuna, I believe, Pamplona. Gio, if I remember correctly. Yes, Golasso indeed. And the Herrera's injured. That's not what we want to see. We'll bring Vesca on. Why not? I mean, now he is 6'3". Now that could be interesting. And Sansei's 6'2". We could have the big boys playing, but we're not going to do that. We are enjoying the liquid football that is being played. Inaki Williams is on 4 goals in 2 games. You can sign 15 and 16-year-old Spaniards, Gia. So you don't have to. As long as they're in, as long as they've lived in Basque, as long as you sign them before they turn 17, then it's absolutely fine. So you can sign players before they turn 17 that don't have Basque nationality. It's one of the heard rules of the save. You can't do it with French players because they can't leave France until they turn 18. As I found out today. That was something I didn't know. I knew you couldn't do it with French players, I just couldn't remember the reason. I mean, the ball's over the top. The Girona are just leaving us all the time. I mean, Nico Williams should score there. But, I mean, this squad is just ridiculously good. I mean, I'm absolutely loving life. We'll bring Berenguer on for Nico Williams for a little bit. Three 0 up. And the Herrera scoring. And then Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams is on for the hat-trick. It's deflected behind. But yeah, the issue of poaching Basque players is not going to be it. It's just finding out what days teams' youth intakes come on. Because funnily enough, if I remember correctly from the Chertonova Moscow save, the clubs get their youth intakes on the same, in the same order. So I can just have a list, and I'm fairly certain it's on the same in-day game. On the same in-game day. So, I'm fairly certain your youth intake comes on the same day of each month, every year. Which is an interesting one. But 3-0, we're top of the league after 2 games. I mean, I'm either just really good, Or Inaki, like, and 5 to 8 days. 2 goals. Inaki Williams, look at that. 4 goals in 2. 4 goals in 2 as a shadow striker. He's averaging an 8.95 already for the season. The man's a god. The man is a god. Just look at this. 12 finishing and 11 composure, and he's scoring goals for fun. He's gonna be, unless we get like a ridiculously good striker we can train early to be a shadow striker, like send him on loan and get him like to be there. Inaki Williams will probably be the striker for like the shadow striker for a long time. Take over, yes. We need all the good stuff we can. Man, need. Yep, he's gone. Send you on an intensive language course. But yeah, there's gonna be like very rarely any players until we start getting youth intake players and we can start scouting them. Barcelona had to go and ruin the fun, didn't they? They had to go and ruin the fun by going above us on goal difference. But we'll make Barcelona fans happy by beating Espanyol, hopefully. Confirm. Goodbye, Maria Lopez. I'm fairly certain Maria Lopez is the one that's left, yeah. Oh, this is an absolute tune. Oh, but what a start to the season. I did not think, when I saw Real Madrid on the opening day, I'm genuinely not going to lie to you, I was bricking it. But 2-1 at home to Real Madrid, 3-0 away to Girona. It's a great start. It's a great start. I mean, we're getting under 19 staff in. The youth intakes are going to be where this boils down to, like it was with Chernovo. Which should mean that we get a lot of chance to play through seasons quite quickly. Because the main sort of bulk of transfers is going to happen through youth intake day. Because I will literally scout players and see their personalities, etc., and then make bids. Do we want to... We'll end meeting. I attended it just for, so the board don't sack me or something stupid like that. Could you imagine, like, the board sack me for not attending a deadline day recruitment meeting? That would be a new one, wouldn't it? So, yeah, you've made a great start to the season. You've had all your pre-season. You brought all your staff in. You've beaten Real Madrid on the opening day. But, yeah, you didn't attend your recruitment meeting, so out you go, mate. I mean, there's an Andorran at Villa... Wait, does this... Rare Nation Pog. An Andorran goalkeeper. 21 as well. He could become the replacement to Unai Simon, couldn't he? Not at 111 current ability, mind you, but... yeah. He's got the potential, because goalkeepers develop later as well. I mean... If this save becomes anything like the Chernovo save as well that we had, we will not struggle to produce world-class goalkeeping. I'd buy him for being Andorran. I would as well. Do I actually have a backup goalkeeper? I still have a space. He's 21 as well. I might buy the Andorran. How much is he? How much is he? Iker Alvarez. Let's actually compare him to... this guy. He's actually better. Mentally, he's not. But we'll get a scout report on him. Yeah, I don't care. Most of my money will be spent there because my backup goalkeeper is what? What ability is he? 124. So he's slightly worse, but. He might be worth it purely because of the fact he's Andorran. For the last FM, we made like 4 world-class goalkeepers at Chernovo. One stayed in Russia, but was playing for the side that basically won the league most seasons. And the other one ended up at Arsenal. The one that won us the cup, that got us to the Europa League, ended up being at Arsenal. So, like, if we produce goalkeepers like that, we will have no problem replacing Unai Simon. I mean, Barcelona have just lost to Atletico Madrid. I mean, they did have Frankie de Jong sent off, but yeah. Does that count? I mean, depends when you bought him. I developed the Colombian first choice goalkeeper. I mean, that is pretty based. South American wonder kids for the win. Again, I've not had a save on stream yet where we can develop, where we can just go and loan farm wonder kids. But I will do in next FM. I already know what save I'm doing next FM. They want me to play Balenciaga instead of Yuri. We're gonna bring Seanasea in for Vencedor again because he's still not fully fit. He's back in 4 days. Ander Herrera's also not fully fit, so we'll bring Vesca in. We'll change the midfield. And we're gonna play Lekue as well, whoever it is. Eastern Europeans are your favourite. I mean, you can get great wonder kids from pretty much anywhere if you scout hard enough. You can have a worldwide wonder kid 11 quite easily in this game. If you have the scouting knowledge to be able to do so. Like, they're a confident bunch. We are playing Espanyol. We are in Barcelona. We are not playing in the Cornella Stadium that is literally right next door. It's on the same fucking plot of land, basically. And there was a time where they could have literally had their home stadiums next door to each other and been playing in the same division. Because Cornella missed out on promotion by the playoffs when Espanyol got relegated to the second tier. It would have been the craziest thing. I mean, the fact they've had a chance there. Release clause. Plays Buffon in the Champions League in 2024. I mean, for every wonder kid, you've got to have a golden oldie as well. Like, it's just the way it is. Actually going up the leagues, buying the older players, like, can actually be better for you. Short-term success for long-term building. Like, getting those golden oldies that you rotate on like a 2 to 3 years basis. So Naki Williams is live, and he's gone round the keeper, and he's scotted it in. He's slotted it into the back of the net. His 5th goal of the season in 3 games. It is unbelievable. What a man this boy is. Munayin in, Vivian heads over. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of I mean, there's probably a lot in the lower leagues. Would be Osasuna, Alaves and Eibar, yeah. And Sociedad as well, but they don't have to just sign Basque players. They've lapsed that rule a fair few years ago now. I mean, Inaki Williams is in behind again. Can he square it to someone? No. Yuri's coming forward from left back. He doesn't square it and puts it wide. Yeah. Yeah, Turkey do have some weird registration rules, don't they? Where, like, you have to have a certain number of Turkish players in your your squad. And it's a lot more than what most leagues are as well, I believe. And it's not... I don't even know if it's a thing where you can actually, like, change it. I mean, if that gets pulled back for a penalty, I mean, I'll take it, but it's never a penalty. You got to win that. You've got all the time in the world, Uri. All the time in the world. 7-4... Yeah, Max registered 8 on the field, yeah. There's a lot of negotiations with Turkish players. I mean, Munayin's in. He scores his first of the season. It's 2-0 to us out of Bilbao. 3 in a row. We're coming for it. The 3rd win in a row. Yeah. It makes your squad building a lot more restricted, which is fun in a way, but also a bit boring at the same time. I love the unless I'm doing a save like this, I do like to have the openness of being able to kind of buy from wherever I want to. And then not having that many restrictions. And being able to loan farm them and get them... I mean, you could loan farm them to Turkey and get them the nationality that way. Like, you could just sign a load of players and... Yeah, you chose Turkey for a harder challenge. I understand that. I mean, you're on a 6.5 and complacent, so off you come. Sansei's a little bit knackered. We'll bring Ander Herrera on. Move Vesca to that side. The league in 3 seasons. I mean, that's pretty good going. I mean, Nico Williams on an 8.7. How can I take you off? Like, how can I sub any of my attacking players off when they're in the mood? Like, both of them with a goal. Nico Williams with a brace of assists. It's just unbelievable stuff. Then finish 6 points off the title with... Yeah. Like... But I feel like the gap in quality in Turkey between, like, going down if you recruit... Like, if you recruit right, you can do that in Turkey. You can't do that in the big leagues. Unai Simon has like a salmon ticker like that there. You love to see it. Let's be sensible with the passing, because they're still quite up high. I mean, we've played through that press quite sensationally. Not when we're losing it to Dada like that, though. Oh, Yuri, what a tackle that is. Out to Kappa. Kappa. I mean, he's played a hospital pass there, but we still have possession. And there's the ball over in behind. Wow, Inaki Williams has missed one, chat. He's missed one. Have some good... Yeah, they do. Because Turkey do sign a lot of, like, big names, which then, I guess, kind of helps the third tier out, doesn't it? Because some of the players go to some weird Turkish clubs as well. Still with me last season, yeah. Right, Vesca's not having fun. Let's bring Raul Garcia on as a volante. He definitely doesn't fit that role, but that's where he's playing if he plays. He's supposed to be an important player, isn't he? Yeah, he's not getting an important player here. I'm putting it out there now. He won't be. We'll bring Balenciaga on for Yuri as well. Just because we can. Yeah, I mean, they probably go there for the Turkey teeth. They go to Turkey, play football for a season or two, get the teeth, and then piss off. I mean, it's what I'd do as well. If I wanted to upgrade my teeth, of course. We are going to bring Berengay on. We're going to take off the Captain Munayin for a few. Give him a little break. We'll keep the Williams brothers on. 9 points out of 9. Top of the table. Yeah, some asked that he's become your stalwart centre-back. You love to see it, though. I mean, I don't know what that slide tackle is. I mean, we've conceded a goal. It's the slide tackle. I think it's from Uri here. Yeah, it's Uri. I mean, I don't know what that slide tackle is, but once you knew that went through, he was coming. It's emotional damage. It is.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
That is what I'll be saying to Uri in the dressing room. I can't believe you've done this, but we still win. So I guess that's the main thing. That's the main important thing. He's defo got on the teeth. He's probably got the full works. We're top of the league, probably on goals scored. If I'm putting it. 7 goals. Yeah, we're top on goals scored. Valencia haven't conceded a goal yet. That is pretty good going. Although they've not had to play Real Madrid yet. So, Nico Williams this time. If it's not one Williams brother that's doing it to you, it's the other one. It's the other one. You love to see it. Who's just broken a record? Who's just broken a record? Leagues and... Is it... No. Social feed? It was on the social feed, right? Yeah, here we are. Junior Beta. That's like, what, the 3rd tier? I think that is. Oh, yeah, I forgot FC Andorra is an actual thing in Spain, isn't it? I forget that. But I mean, if you can have the teeth in there, Turkey has weather. I've seen Spain. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Cyprus. It does have weather. It does have weather. I've not been to Turkey, but having been to Cyprus, yeah, I can see why I would, like, why people would go there. The weather is lovely. It's one of those lovely places where it's nice and warm, but there's a lot of, like, it doesn't feel warm, if that makes sense. It's sunny all day. It does feel warm, but like it's a bearable warm. It's not an unbearable warm. It's not like I'm going, I'm dying in this heat. Like it does in the UK. You move to when the heat waves come here, you feel like you're gonna sweat to death. Honestly. Like then. But yeah, it's definitely a place. Yeah, what Arsenal player is it? I'm intrigued myself. When we didn't make the Champions League final, so I sold the tickets. Yeah, I mean that does happen. That does happen. Vencedor, when are you back, Vencedor? Tomorrow. Okay. Where is Sansei? Sansei, in you come again. Sansei's gonna learn how to be a DM in no time. If there's injuries coming. Back four is still... I mean, why is your Ray tired? What is your stamina? 13, and then... Yeah, so you should... So I sold the tickets. Yeah, I mean, I would sell the tickets if you're not going to make the Champions League final. Inigo Martinez there. You're right, Danny Vivian. It's all good in the hood. It is all good in the hood. I reckon we go again. August, the end of August. We're already at the end of August. That's how quickly we're going to get through this. Sevilla are no mugs. And they're playing the back three as well. Obviously won the Europa League in real life, beating Roma on penalties. The Europa League specialist that might never really play in Europa League again. Because of obviously the fact that with the new Champions League, with the new Champions League format that comes out, there's no drop down to the Europa League. And by the looks of it, Spain will probably have 5 places. So, and Sevilla haven't finished outside the top 5 in like over 20 years. So it's looking ever so likely that Sevilla's dominance of they're going to rig it to finish 6th, yeah. They're just going to finish 6th every season from now until the end of the year. Just so they can keep playing in the Europa League. But then if they win the Europa League, they'll get Champions League anyway. Oh, up the cow jam. Hair is down, soft as fuck. Yeah, I had a shower before stream as well. It was needed. The hair is down, soft as fuck. You love to hear it, Gav. You love to hear it. I mean, Munayin, into the back stick. Oh, it's off the beans. It's off the beans or off the Denver. One of the two. One of the two. Yeah, they will request. They'll be like, look, we didn't make the Champions League knockouts. Can we go down to the Europa League, please? I feel like with the new Champions League format, there will be some form of drop down. That UEFA will try and make some form of drop down. In my opinion, why are we booting it long? We have no we are strikerless. We have no players to boot it long to. Sevilla are outplaying us right now. I mean, what a tackle that is by Sansei. Right, let's pass it. This is nice football. Right, back into Herrera. Sansei out, nice. This is liquid football right here. Munayin's injured, but he plays the unbelievable pass, and Inaki Williams is not missing for his 6th goal of the season. It can be. It's the 4th game of the season, and Inaki Williams has 6 goals. He is on fire. He loves this system. He loves this system. The double treks just feeding Inaki Williams is a sight to behold. Maybe this isn't so cursed after all. I mean, I've tried telling people it isn't cursed. But, you know, like, the less people that find out how, like, it isn't cursed, the better. So that then when I play people against it, we don't have to then... you have people scratching their heads as to why it's working so well. Like, Munayin, are you being affected by injury? He's being hampered. Berengay's going to have to come on them. Can't have players hampered by injury. Your club has yet to make any signings. Yeah, but, like... where did they finish last season? I mean, why did Ander Herrera not pick that ball up there? Like, what on earth was he doing? 11th relegated. Ah. Not to waste a sub stoppage. I could have, but, like, I make most of my subs in bulk anyway. So it's fine. I rarely use the 3 windows. Berengay, what a terrible pass that was. But we're beating Sevilla at half time. So keep working hard till full time. And he understands, see, in the half time team talk, he said he understood. We know how to do it. It's whipped in, Martinez heads wide. That was a weird highlight. But we've made money and we're worse off now than before going in. Yeah. But you're likely to be worse off now than when you get promoted, I suppose. I mean, here's the balls in behind. It's Berengay off the bench. Is he going to square it? He has to square it. Yuri, square it. Oh, what a save. What a save by Bono, that is. Or Bono, or however you pronounce it. Like, that is an unbelievable save. We also made no good signings last year. That's probably why you got relegated. Although it probably is hard for you guys to make signings, isn't it, really? I mean, Berengay's won it. Inaki Williams, you've got to lay it to your brother. He does. Nico Williams, it's Inaki. Did he just try and chip that? I'm fairly certain Inaki Williams has just tried to chip Bono when he's standing up. Due to constant injury and score once. Yeah, that really doesn't help you out at all. Sansei is injured. Do you know what? Ronald Garcia is going to get a game. Why not? He's on a yellow. Nico Williams is not having fun. 9 decision makings on Gurazeta. Or the right attacking mid with the number 2. That's right. We have a right attacking mid where the number 2. That's more cursed than our tactical system. He's left-footed, so he mainly plays down the left-hand side as well, and he's got the number 2. I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it, and for that reason and that reason alone, we're bringing Gurazeta on. For that reason and that reason only. Little bit of fresh legs, who might get a shot. That's always good then. You want your under 19s to get some form of performance and chance. Kappa off. The wingbacks are gonna change a lot. They will. My wingbacks will struggle because I will expect a lot of them. Because there is no width other than my wingbacks in this system. Inigo Martinez, Raul Garcia. This is nice. Berengay. Oh, there's the run in behind. Inaki Williams for his 7th of the season has hit the beans. He's hit the beans. It was nearly his 7th of the season. He's hopefully going to shine. You'd hope so. I hope so for you. This is close. I didn't realise it was the 85th minute. Right, we've won it back. Berengay, do not lose it here. Inaki's made the run. Balenciaga, find Inaki Williams. He's found Inaki Williams. It's a pen ref. Send him off. Send him off. He's on a yellow as well. There's the pen. You've got to send him off, right? Surely to goodness. Yep, there's the second yellow card as well. Goodbye, Rekic. Who's on it? Raul Garcia from the penalty spot has hit the post and then stand still because you can't obviously attack it. Of course. It's whipped in towards the back stick and headed away. It's another corner. We're going to time waste. We are going to time waste. Barangay in. Right, this time can we score, please? Can we score from this one? No. I think we're supposed to be doing short corners. I mean, that's a great save. Considering that took a deflection as well. This is such a long highlight. Are we on like full match? No, this is a key highlight still. Balenciaga's driving forward from left back and terribly loses out. Now we're going to get caught. Brian Gill is in behind and has equalised. And kept... That's very good, 20 clean sheets. We literally flicked onto time waste during that highlight as well. Which is always fun. We're going to increase the tempo, increase the directness. We need a goal. We want to keep this winning run on. We're going to throw people forward as well. Don't worry about that. People are going forward. I want to keep the winning run going. If it costs me a defeat to Sevilla, I mean, I should take a 1-1 against Sevilla, realistically. But, you know, worth the 1.5 million for sure. Yeah, very much so. A last-minute highlight? No. A 1-1 draw. We lose the 100% winning run. Can't believe this formation works. Chuck, look, yeah? Just gonna have to understand that this is gonna become a thing. We drop off top spot because of it, but we're still unbeaten after the opening 4. That includes Real Madrid on the opening day. Is less effective than this meme shit. It's amazing. This is not a meme. This is not a meme. I will have you know, this is properly thought out and planned. It works. The match engine allows for it. I have no idea why. Yes, Sessenchuk. My new name now. My new name. I rebrand to Sessency. Just Sesson. Just Sesson like that, Chuck. Yeah. I completely and utterly agree. But can't believe... Why can't you believe this formation works, Sharks? You can probably... Yes, a mem. A mems. Mems as well. Mems as well. We've got all the spelling errors coming out, Chuck. This is how... Is this how, like, unable... I mean, replacing all the A's and S's would be a fun one, wouldn't it? How would you even pronounce that, Gav? How would you even pronounce that? Well, also, I haven't plugged this whilst I'm here. I don't even know if this invite works. I'm hoping that invite works. Basically, yeah. I'm on my phone, okay. That's still... I'm on my phone and get called out for bad typing. Like, so we'll call you out on it as well. I didn't think that far ahead. But yeah, also, the Discord link is in the chat. Also, I don't know if Twitter is still going to be around. But the Twitter link is in the chat as well as the YouTube channel. I am going to be making YouTube content. As you saw when I saved the game at the start of the stream, there is some stuff there. There is some save game files that are there that are going to be used to make some YouTube content. Look at this. Inaki Williams, Player of the Month. I'm a tactical genius. Player of the Month, Inaki Williams. He's scored 6 in 4. He has scored in every league game so far this season as a shadow striker. Like, what else could you want out of a shadow striker? He is 6 in 4. The one thing I can say about this save, Valencia football manager, Valencia real life. Yes. Yes. Vencedor is back. That's what you love to see. Hi, Cheetah as well. How the devil are you? Still rocking the man bun? Of course. It's staying. We've got Cheetah. We've got our entire new emote collection. Our entire new emote collection is based around the man bun. It is Pepe's as... Well, me as Pepe's with the man bun. Yes, spelling Cheetah wrong as well, Chuck, now. You really can't get anything right. You might want to come off your phone, dude. Chuck, go drunk your home, apparently. Yeah. We've had the new emotes made. Sigh, yeah. Chuck's having a bad day. He is. We could get a bad day song on for Chuck. But yeah, we are currently second in the league, Cheetah, running what most people are calling a cursed formation. I don't see what the issue is. I don't see what the issue is somehow. But yeah. What do I think of the new training kit? I like the blue one. I like the blue one. The white one's not for me. Have you seen... I don't know if people saw it, but the leak third kit that we have... The leaked third kit we have. This one. This looks really nice. If this is our third kit next season... It's giving you Conte vibes, yeah. If this is our third kit next season, I am 100% buying that. I don't care how much money it costs. I will buy that shirt. I like that. This is the leaked third kit, and it looks sexy as fuck. The away kit also looks really nice as well. The leaked one, I think that's like pretty much confirmed. But basically, we're not going to be getting a new we're not going to be getting kits anyway until until we get our new sponsor sorted, because obviously we don't have 3 anymore. Which is good, because as much as like I like the kits with the 3 sponsor does ruin it. It really does ruin it. Nico Williams on an 8.0. You love to see it. How are you developing in your training to become... I mean, he's already on competent at it. The dark blue with the funny line. Yeah, I do like that as well. But I prefer the green kit. That mint green kit. Trivago or Allianz? I don't think it's either of them. I don't think it's either of them. But there's rumours that we're going to be going with Stake, which I will then not be buying any kits. Top 4 realistic? Depends on how we rebuild. If we got to sign a striker, we've got to sign Stake. Stake as in the betting company, not as in the meat. The dodgy betting company which doesn't have a license to operate in the UK. But yeah, I know the joke. But yeah, I as a former gambler, like I won't go near any kits if they've got betting sponsors on them. Like it just will not be a thing. They do have the fans do have like the one thing I will say that of over Chelsea a lot like in the last few years, the fan association does have a lot of does have influence in the club. Like it's a very small influence, but it's enough of an influence to actually where the fan support is being heard now, which is really good to see. You're out for 1 to 3 days, but that's annoying. But Berenguer will start. Vencedor will start. He is important to the way we play. He is in... If they block Paramount for TV rights, might as well get Amazon. I mean, I would love Amazon. Like, an Amazon streaming service for the Premier League, honestly, would be the the best thing the Premier League could do. Because, like... Imagine having all 380 Premier League games just available to watch. Doesn't matter if they're all at 3 o'clock, like there. Gets rid of the 3 o'clock TV ban, get rid of all of that, and just focus on actually putting Premier League football out to watch. Inspire the fact, imagine, it will never go behind, the Premier League will never be on free-to-air TV. Purely because of the fact that the Premier League makes too much money from the TV deals, and the BBC won't make enough money, or ITV don't make enough money to do it. Amazon, Chelsea All or Nothing, yeah. I mean, I'd be interested to watch it, especially now we're poaching, but I don't know if they will do it. Imagine it goes on Disney Plus. It goes on Disney Plus. It becomes the new Ted Lasso. That's on Disney Plus, right? Or is that Paramount? Wherever. Free-to-air football by Sir Keir Starmer. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Is that Apple? Is that Apple TV? Okay. Yeah, get it on there. Oh, that's a great ball. What's our defense doing? I mean, Unai Simon's got us out of jail there. He's got us out of jail there, but we really shouldn't have allowed that chance to happen. Inigo Martinez, what a header that is. Now, Apple TV's its own thing, isn't it? I was fairly certain Apple TV was its own streaming service in its own right. Max is HBO. Yuri Bachiche, what a ball. Berenguer, he's pulled a terrible crosser. Okay. No, Ted Lasso is Apple. I thought Ted Lasso was Apple. Have you seen Mount's video? No, and I don't really care to look at it. Inaki Williams, go on, son. He's dinged it. Oh, that would have been sexy. Maccas, welcome in the building, good sir. How the devil are you? The Ginger Bale, he's back. He's back. He's got glasses now. He's had a little change of appearance. Doing good. That's good to hear, Yuri. Down the line. Oh, it was a terrible run. It was a terrible run and a terrible pass. It's not the run you wanted. Vencedor now, Yuri. Now you've got to make the right run. Yuri, that's 2 poor passes that you've just been bailed out for twice. And we can't, nobody can keep the ball. That highlight was just all of that for that tame effort. I'm fairly it might have been a sketch. I can't remember. I don't watch. Yeah. He made a 1 minute 16 video. What was it? What was the brief highlights, Chia? Give me a key highlight sort of vibe to it. I might watch it. I might watch it. But I'm not certain, to be honest. Berenguer, here is Inaki Williams, in behind, Inaki Williams, he continues his goal scoring form. It's liquid football as well. Look at that, the running behind, no one tracks him, and he just slots it in at the near post. You love to see it. Your addiction of signing young South Americans has spread to the... I mean, and why not? And why not as well? If South Americans are going to go to the Albanian 3rd division, then why not? Why not? Thank the fans talked about his career and think this is a step. Then thanked. Yeah. It just screams tasteless. I feel like he's going to get a lot of stick from Chelsea fans when he comes back this season. Like, I feel there's going to be a lot of stick. Inaki Williams, he's in again. I mean, that was a very interesting angle to take the shot from. It's a very, very interesting angle, Inaki. Ruben made a better letter, but Ruben was always Chelsea first. Mount never was. Like, so... But we're making progress in the right way of selling players. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, what a goal that is. That is absolutely sensation.
Sex on wheels.
It was sex on wheels. It was absolutely sex on wheels. The crowd go wild. Look at that. It's a wonderful finish by Nico Williams. And we get that second goal, that little bit of a cushion. It takes us back to the top of the league before Valencia play. Yeah, one of those scripted YouTube apologies where they just go, chat. And it's full screen as well. It's something along the lines of this, probably. I'm really, really, really sorry. It's been an amazing career. He probably like faked shed a tear in it as well. Like he probably did something like that. Sits in front of the camera, bent forward, just ready, like perfectly with the script. I fucked up here, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's not you, it's me. Like I'm the terrible one here. Like we know. Like we definitely know. We only made the one change though. We should probably just run down the clock. A 17-year-old Argentinian who's 6'5". Now that just sounds like FM in a nutshell. That just sounds like FM in a nutshell. Vencedor's just back from injury, so we're gonna give him a break. Berengay's had a good game, but we're gonna bring Gurizeta on. Get him working, and we'll bring Balenciaga. Not the company. Not the company. Reece James will fight Mount. No, I don't think he'll fight Mount, but I definitely respected his tweet. That's for certain. Let's not concede here. What a save that is. Let's drop back to positive now. They're going to push some players forward. Let's just kill the game off. We're 2-0 up. We can kill the game off. Go full Jose Mourinho on it. It's over, everyone. He's cut ties completely. I'd be very surprised if that's the case, but it at the same time wouldn't shock me. It doesn't seem like what Reece James would do. I mean, is that a pen? No, it's not. There's a VAR check going on, but the crowd are celebrating anyway as a third goal goes in for Bilbao. Think you will like this. It's been disallowed. Oh, it's an actual video. I will get that up on stream once this game's finished, and we can react to it live on stream. We can react to it live on stream. Oh, a late third for the boys. Oh, there is. It's Danny Vivian. It's Danny Vivian. It's 3-0 to Bilbao. Send us back to the top of the table. Look at this. Look at this. We're absolutely loving life. And yeah, he'll sprint and celebrate in front of the Chelsea fans at Old Trafford. We'll back ourselves against anyone. Good time stay. It's a great position to be in top of the league. Look at this. Yeah. But yeah, right. Let's pause the music. Let's pause the music. Thank you. Let's bring this up. We'll full screen it.
Given the speculation over the last 6 months, this may not come as a surprise to you, but it doesn't make it any easier to tell you that I've made the decision to leave Chelsea. I feel you deserve more than just a written statement, so I wanted to tell you directly how grateful I've been for all of your support over the last 18 years. I know some of you won't be happy with my decision, but it's what's right for me at this moment in my career. I joined Chelsea when I was 6 years old, and we've been through a lot together. Winning the Youth Cup, my Player of the Year awards, the Super Cup, the Club World Cup, and of course the unforgettable night when we won the Champions League. I want to say thank you to the Academy, Jim and Neil, for being so influential to me from such a young age. The managers I've worked under, Frank, Thomas and Graham. the backroom staff, the unsung heroes of Cobham, all of my teammates over the years that have become my brothers, my family for the continuous love and support, and most importantly, you guys for sticking with me throughout. Wish you all the best.
It's an interesting one, that. It's a very interesting one, that. But, like... I'm... There does seem to be a lack of emotion in that post. Yeah. Oh! Grimmy! Everybody, stop what you're doing right now and just copy this. What I'm writing in chat. See, Gab's already got it. He knows. Happy birthday, Grimmy. Let's go. Welcome in, my good sir. How the devil are you? You've come into absolute Bilbao dominance. Like, absolute Bilbao dominance. Thank you very much, Grimmy. It's good to be back. A bizarre save with a low budget. Yeah, I mean, why not Marissa as well? I mean, I love the fact that FM's going to allow us to carry over saves. For greener pastures, it's happened. Yeah, but the club you support, in a sense, like, there is a step. For Chelsea, like, the aim is to be the club you step up to. Like, so there shouldn't be a step up from Chelsea, if that makes sense. Especially for a homegrown. The homegrown should come in, make that statement, and not want to leave because they've been at the club since they were, like, 6 years old. And I guess there's a certain tribalism around football. We're still top of the league, come on. There's a tribalism in football with fans that I don't think correlates to players on the pitch anymore, whereas I think there probably used to be. The loyalty to a club that you used to have now is very rare. And now, like, that isn't there. Yeah, and it gets worse with fans of big clubs. For certain it does. Like, there's no if buts or maybes about that. Because I guess the fans of clubs, as you go down, like, you can expect that. Like, but for the big clubs, you want to be the top. You want to be there. It does depend on the player. Like, I don't think Kane will ever leave Tottenham. Like, Kane to me, I think will be a Tottenham player for the rest of his career. Yeah, Minayin has some 412 matches, all with Bilbao. Is he actually a club legend in this? Hall of Fame. He doesn't even have, like... I mean, Jupp Heynckes is on here. I forgot he managed Bilbao. He's not in Icons, he's not in Legend, he's not even in there. Marcelo Bielsa's in there, which is right. Yeah, he stayed grounded, yeah. I mean... And no Declan Rice either in that, Gio. You've also got to add no Declan Rice either. Because he's going to Arsenal. You put a bid in for him. After one senior season, yeah. I also feel like it depends on, as Cheetah says, it depends on the player and your upbringing. It depends on who you look up to as well, and what you want to do. But Reece James has been Chelsea, I think, through his family and stuff like that as well. Anyway, I feel like Reece James will become a Chelsea captain one day. The Rodri Stones combo, but I feel like Declan Rice could have done that as well. And you could have just thrown Declan Rice in. I think you've got Kovacic, who's a good replacement for Gundogan. Like, I don't know who else you really are going to look to sign. I don't think midfield was ever really your priority, because Bernardo Silva can drop in there. I think your priority, as much as they score a lot of goals as it is, I think your attack is the main thing. Your attack and probably like a more stronger left back that can come inside. Yeah, I feel like Stones will be played out of position. Do you believe the Caicedo deal is 75 mil plus 10? Yes. I think Chelsea have worked their way down to that. That's one thing I think Bowley's been very good at when he's been negotiating deals, is negotiating the right payments and the right packages. I just think sometimes it's for the wrong player. But I feel like he's negotiated money well. Yeah, once they no longer can put up for... Yeah. It is almost like that, isn't it? Unai Simon getting an injury is not fun. 2 days before we play Osasuna. No, there is a player in Madrid. I will say that now. I watched him at Shakhtar in the Champions League. There is a player in there. He just... When you're being managed under Frank Lampard, you're never going to see a player in there. Or Graham Potter. Like Graham Potter. Did Mallorca just draw 0-0 there with 9 men? Sorry, wait, what was that? I mean, they've drawn 0-0 by playing with 9 men. That is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, like there is no shot to that. There is no shot to that. And sometimes players step down to step back up. Like, it all depends on the player and how they see their career going. And I hold no grudges for a player wanting to leave if they think that they're going to better themselves. Like, but then at the same time, he Mason Mount now this season has got to expect stick coming from him. He will have to expect stick being thrown his way when he comes to play Chelsea. Like, because of the way he's left. I think it's more the way he's left that leaves a sour taste, rather than the fact that he's left. And that it's been hinted at, and that he's basically thrown a tantrum because he didn't get the money he wanted. Like, rather than putting up with it. I think that's the thing that's caused most pain and issue with Chelsea fans, rather than the fact that it's... Yeah, I've left. Because at the end of the day, like, you think Juan Mata left to go to Man United when he'd won Player of the Year 2 seasons in a row beforehand. And Chelsea fans still love Juan Mata. Like... And Chelsea love Eden Hazard and Antonio Rudiger still, but hate Thibaut Courtois, despite the fact that all three went to Real Madrid. Scored a bunch of goals, then returned again with much more playing time as a substitute. Exactly, like there is a. It's all speculative. Football is a strange old game. It's a strange old game, and no one will ever be able to predict the future on it. You 1-1-1. Yep. But I love Mata. Barcelona have just lost to Real Betis. Is there an actual I mean, Real Madrid have now got 15 points. Real Madrid's only lost to today, this season. The humiliating coming out and saying, I won't discuss contracts and burnouts. Yeah. Like, it's the way he's gone about it that leaves the sour taste. Because... It's been speculated for the entire time. Had it been speculated, yeah, he's not signing. Like, Azpilicueta's had a gentleman's agreement that he can leave this summer. Nobody's batted an eyelid at it. He's been a great servant to the football club, won everything there is to win, and is now left to go to pastures new, back to Atletico. Like, Chelsea fans will have no qualm with that. Chelsea fans will have no... I don't have an issue with Kai Havertz leaving to Arsenal. Like... But Mason Mount leaving has left a sour taste because of the way he's gone about it. That's the thing that it is. It's the way you put yourself across, not the actions that you actually... It's the actions that you do, not the actions that you speak. No, Poch wanted to keep him. Poch wanted to keep Mount and work with Mount. Poch actually rates Mount, but... Yes, it was at Kepa's wedding, but as well, like, that was leaked before his actual announcement video. But Havertz's announcement was leaked before it actually was like confirmed. Yeah. But that's just greed at the end of the day. That is just pure greed. Right, let's get going. We're not going to really rotate the team. Oh, Bowley wanted to keep Aspi. Yeah. Bowley wanted to keep Azpilicueta, but Poch said let him go because he had the agreement. There was a gentleman's agreement made, I'm fairly certain, last season to be like, look, being cheapskates. I mean, that's always a good sign. Up the cheapskates. But it's a Basque derby. It's a Basque derby. It's Osasuna away at Bilbao. We've got to do this one for the fans. Yes, it was. Well, Bilbao especially because they got a world record transfer fee for a goalkeeper. The amount of money the Bilbao would have had to invest in either the first team squad or the facilities was ridiculous. I mean, Ander Herrera, you're supposed to actually try and win that ball, not just stand still. You've been bailed out by your teammates. Munaim back from injury. There's no Alex Ramiro or Unai Simon, no. Oh, this is lovely football. Yuri's down the left-hand side. It's back to Martinez. Can he find the ball? Oh my God, he's nearly scored a screamer. That would have been the goal of the season. Oh my goodness gracious me. The highlight's still going as well. That's not even the highlight. Inaki Williams is in behind. And he scores again. He scores again. I haven't really, no, Woider. I'm not too interested in Man United. I will follow teams' pre-seasons more when FPL releases. Because then I actually will start to care about multiple teams again. Sell, no sell, yeah. And good, fuck Man United. They've got one major signing. He's in again. He's in again. Oh, he should score as well. He should score as well. Inaki Williams is an absolute machine. Hey, Grimmy. It's whipped in. It's headed away. Oh, that's poor. What? For, as much as I hate Man United, I love Mount, so I'm getting a shot. I won't. I won't be. You will not see me dead in another Premier... you will not see me dead, wearing, a Big Six shirt. That's not Chelsea. The only way I would have a shirt of a Big Six club is to burn it. And that would genuinely be the only reason. I will not go anywhere near... Yeah, so I would buy it. I wouldn't even buy it to burn it. Somebody else would have to buy it for me. And then I would burn it. Inaki Williams. Munayin. It's a great challenge. Yuri. Inaki Williams. Get the party started. It's the Inaki Williams party here, ladies and gentlemen. He's leapt like a salmon to win that. Yeah, the future dominant team is going to be AFC Croydon with Stormzy and Wilf Zaha owning them. Oh, let's get a third before half time. It's not going to be done like that. Vansador, Yuri. Inigo Martinez, find the right pass, son. I mean, we'll keep possession, lovely. One Williams brother to another. It's Kappa. Is he going to shoot? He is, and he's put it over. I mean, Ziyech has tried to leave him both windows. Yeah, Croydon FC, you do, yeah. Which is quite fun. How's that save going, by the way? Because you stopped playing that for a while. Did you go back to it? Nico Williams Jr. I mean, you've got Kappa free on the right. I mean, you don't need it when your brother's in behind. I mean, it's a tame effort. Work permit burnout, yeah. When you negotiate for players, Voider, it will tell you at the bottom of the transfer screen whether they can get a work permit or not. Right, let's take it down. Let's play. Let's get the passing going that we've been doing so brilliantly this season. Injury. No, they didn't refuse. The club turned it down because of the fact he failed his medical. Munain's in. Oh, he's put it wide. What are you doing? And then sucker punches me. Yeah. There is a few sucker punches with work permits. It's the one thing about managing in England I don't like, but the rule relax is going to be nice. Inaki Williams, oh, it's another great save. What is Osasuna's goalkeeper's rating? Because he's made some wonderful saves in this game. Hi, Sean. How the devil are you? How the devil are you? He wants to get out of Chelsea so bad and has failed twice. Yep. Wah! I'm living on the prayer that we're going to win La Liga. Because Munain's it. Oh my god. I tough this guy. This keeper. I need to get his match rating up. Because he must be on like a 7.5 at least. He's on a 7. How is he only on a 7.1? How is he only on a 7.1? Let's make some changes. Vencedor on 6.9. Let's bring Seanasea on. That's Seanasea, yes. Take Ziyech at Horsens. Sure, why not? I mean, he'd tear up the Danish second tier. Got it right in the end. He gets free healthcare and a 3-room apartment. What else could he want? What else could he want? We'll make the couple of changes for now. We'll praise the boys. I mean, let's get a third, please. We've been threatening it all game. That's the right pass. Ander Herrera. Seanasea. There's the run. Munain. Finally! Finally, we get the third. Ike Munain gets himself one. And this... If you haven't tried this formation, if this wins me the league season 1, there is going to be a tactic video made on this system. There will have to be. It's the strikerless power of dreams. Wins you the league season 1 with Bilbao. You can see the title now. Oh, what a ball. Oh, that's a terrible pass. That is I mean, Inaki Williams has just hit that. The cojones on this man. The confidence he must be in. Massive good for this. Yeah. Just hosted. See Harry Styles as well. Don't not allow hot dogs. But beers and stands. Like, it'll just be like playing in London again. Beer in the stands. He'll love it. Munain, where's the run in Aki? Where's the run in Aki? Is it coming? He's dropped in deep right now, and we didn't have to run over the top. We didn't have that ball over the top, so we couldn't get there. Now we're exposed because Yuri decided to come inside. I mean, it's fine. The most it's grey. I mean, what's wrong with a bit of grey? Munain can cut. Yeah, Munain off for Berenguer. We'll bring Vesca on for Ander Herrera as well. And when we have one more sub left, just to run the clock down. Run the clock down in the 90th minute. In added time. 3 minutes of added time. You would have preferred to stay on the bench. That's fine. You know. Like, I make the calls here, mate, yeah? Like, Vesca, I make the calls here. Yeah, not you. So, be quiet. Be quiet. We're making subs to run the clock down so they don't get a goal in and we keep our clean sheet. Darko. That's an interesting name. Win that. How have we not won that? I mean, there we go, Uri. That's better from you. That's better. Vesca. Can we find the pass? Nico Williams. That's not the pass. That is definitely not the pass. Aymar, he's in behind. He's been their main creative threat, but it's a comfortable save. Poch took a photo with some airline. What on earth does that mean? He might just be getting some extra cash on the side. You gotta make that bag whilst you still can. I mean, this is an endgame highlight. The hybrid in pitch during the summer will be good for next year. I mean, I hope so. Because hybrid pitches can be a ball ache to put together. Ruben Garcia, that is as over as you can get. Blow the whistle, ref. There we go. It's a standing ovation from me. It's a 3-0 win. The fans love it. Inaki Williams, he's on fire. He is on fire. I don't think I've ever met a man more on fire than Inaki Williams. I'm pleased. A win over the rivals as well. We're top of the league. Look at this. We're scoring goals. We've got the same goal difference as Real Madrid. And damages so easily, yeah. Look at this. 3 against Girona, 3 against Almeria, 3 against Osasuna. We've got 2 against Espanyol and Real Madrid. Clean sheets are coming as well. We are different gravy, chat. Absolutely different gravy. Nico Williams with an 8.9. 6 unbeaten. You can't write it. You can't write it. I mean, Numancia go top of the league. How are our B team doing? I mean, they've got 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. So it's not a bad start to the season. Got a feeling this would be our sponsor. Oman Air. It could be. It could be, given the that it's also on the background of the press thing as well. And if it is our sponsor, I'm getting that green kit. Like, if it's a airline like that, then that's fine. I don't mind that. Like, but if it became the betting sponsor, then no chance, because I don't fuck with bettors. Fuck all gambling. Gamble responsibly if you're going to gamble. That is always my thing. Look at this. We created a 3.32 XG. Oh, it creates chances. It gets Inaki Williams scoring goals. All concert days are a buzz, yeah. He's on 9 and 6. He's on 9 and 6. The man's on fire. He's got 9 goals in 6 games, yet he's only on 3 player of the matches. Who wants him? Of course you start to do well and the Premier League starts sniffing around. How many Nico Williams has got? Nico Williams has got 2 player of the matches as well. Has Munayin got any? No, Munayin hasn't got any. He needs to step up his games. He's the one letting the side down right now. He's the one that's letting the side down. Where's my little based Beppis? Population goes up by like 50%, yeah. Gotta get the company drinking. The Freeway Cola XX. Is it just double X? It might just be double X. Because if Lidl put a drink out that was triple X, that would be a very, very interesting drink, wouldn't it? In the Elite Medical, it wasn't. Yeah, he made, yeah. Did we just lose our top spot? No, Valencia are just joining us level at the top of the table. That's what it is. Oh, I've just realised we're in September. We haven't changed any of the training, but we're still flying. But you get a team bondage in. Up the team bondage. Who real channel supporters will remember me saying team bondage. You'll remember the good old days where I wished I could rename training. Well, I wish I could rename training. Like, that would be fun. And then we'll put the community outreach there. Team bondage, yep. Team bondage, yep. The team bondage, yeah. Get them down to their local BDSM, like their local brothel. Get them on the team bondage. Obviously, for the over 18s only. It's an over 18s thing, because, like, you know, we don't want to be getting the kids involved in that. But that's the under 18s go to like a theme park or something like that. The rest go for some team bondage, followed by a trip down the pub. Like going and visiting hospitals and schools and stuff like that, working in the community, basically. That is what community outreach is. Here. Time devoted to connecting with the local community and performing charitable duties conducted as a team. There is your answer. That is what the training is. And then team, where they will... See, because it's in social activities which the whole team participates in. Maybe we can't get the team bondage then. Maybe we'll have to reconsider. Haven't just seen that. Yeah, that is going to end absolutely fine. Any good suggestions on the Steam Summer Sale? Not that I've looked at. But then again, my Steam collection is very little. Like I'll get my like here. My Steam library. This is my Steam library. It is. We'll move it just slightly out of the way of chat. My Steam library is very, very limited. So, yeah, that is my feeling. Yes, I started playing FM at 2020. The only reason I started getting back into playing FM, so I played FM 08 to and 12 and 13 on like touch modes on like the PSP and iPod, but I didn't play FM on PC until 2020, and that was purely because of Mike streaming. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been playing FM at that point either. So yeah, like that is very. Yes, this is on sale all the time, but I don't know. Bless the sweet little foot. We do love the sweet little foot. The 5'1" man himself. If that man ever came back to streaming, it would be a great day for the FM community. I mean, do I still have the... No, I won't have Mike's emotes, because, yeah, because he hasn't streamed in a while. So I can't... I'm not going to splurge my money when he hasn't streamed in ages. Look at that. The Williams brothers making the team of the week again. They're becoming very, very good. Bilbao Athletic. We beat us... Like, we win the other derby. Let's go! Poggers, the crowd cheer that one. Subnautica is on sale. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Rodrigo set for a huge transfer to Man City. That would be interested. Are you serious? I've never heard of Subnautica, if that's what you're asking. No. Yeah, no, never heard of Subnautica. LA Noir. I've heard of LA Noir, but I've not heard of Subnautica. Atletico have joined us on the 16-point gang. We play Atletico soon as well. 5 more hours. Is Poch the man? To build the squad to get us to the level where we want to challenge consistently again? Yes. He's the right man currently. Will he be the right man to win us trophies? I doubt it. Which is a steal. Again, never heard of that. My upbringing was playing football in my back garden or playing FIFA or Call of Duty. That was literally it. And then FM a bit on the iPod as well. Like I did PSP. Business Kuna. What a tune. I won't have the time for other games. Yeah, I won't have the time for other games either. Alongside making YouTube content, streaming, and work, I won't have anything. That reminds me as well, whilst I'm here, Thursday stream is going to be moving to Sunday. Because I have work tomorrow. I have a work thing tomorrow. I thought, not tomorrow, Thursday. I have something on work Thursday. So I will have to move that stream because I get back from work at 7:30. And then I will be very, very sleepy. So I will not be there. I was offered to... I mean, now that would be based. I would go to that. £1. That's pretty good. But yeah, Unai Simon is still out injured, so I mean, I've just realised his name. It's just Kepa, but from Wish. It's £10. I mean, I will go. I will go. I've just realised it's Kepa on Wish. Julian Aguirrezabala. It's not quite a Rizabalaga, but it's close. It is close. I'm at full strength again because, like, the team are playing well, so why would we not go full strength? Why would we not go with the team that's consistently winning? I expect nothing but a win. Look at them all go. We was talking about fucking Europa League qualification as a priority. We could be getting Champions League and then some at this rate. Encourage the boys. Up the boys. Do we have that clip? I do have that clip somewhere. That was nearly in. I mean, we want to... that when we play with this tactic... Got my mug on Twitter now. God, I look good. I mean... I bet you do. I bet you do. I mean, Iago Aspas has scored, so that's not great. It's been disallowed. The crowd cheer. The crowd cheer. There's no goal here. Why is there goal music playing? Stop the goal music playing. A Graham face reveal? Yeah. We're gonna have to look for that. I mean, that's a terrible ball. Is that Oscar Mingueza that used to play at Barcelona? I think that is. Aspas is not winning against Uri. Ander Herrera, you've just bottled that. You have absolutely bottled that. Uri's winning everything in the air. So's Kappa, but that's going to no one. Javi Galan, oh, I'd love to sign him. That's a great ball. What a header from Uri. Now we counter. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, what an interception. Right, now here's the counter. Where's the ball over the top? I mean, if that's something... I mean, we've just gifted...
Emotional damage.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
What is Uri doing there? What is Uri doing there? I think this is the first time this season we've gone behind. It'll be intriguing to see how we play. Ander Herrera. I mean, he's gone for goal there. I respect that. I mean, there's two highlights within very quick succession. Vivian, do not shoot. Uri, do not shoot. I mean, he has as well. He gave the ball away. He tried to make up for it. He tried to make up for it. Bless his little cotton socks. It's a corner whipped in. It's headed behind for another corner. But yeah, we are not doing well. We are 1-0 down. We are losing for the first time this season. We're going to berate the boys. We're probably playing the better now we've gone behind. Yeah, we are heavily on top of the game. That is their first shot on target. Other than the offside goal. I say that now. We're going to concede, aren't we? FM has heard me. It isn't Unai Simon in goal either. So that we blame Kepa from Wish. We blame Kepa from Wish. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. Mainly the defense, but like we won't let them know that. I do. That's what you say when you get married, isn't it? So he's the junior of getting married. So he's the kid that's been popped out. Iago Aspas is comfortable. He's the kid that's been popped out from the wedding. It was a shotgun wedding for a reason. Half-time has come and it's not helped us in terms of highlights. Celta Vigo have nullified our attacking threat here. We might have to push people forward. Get some more players forward. Right, you're right. Controlled. Let's not give it away this time. Good. Where's that run, Inaki? Where's that run? There's the run from Inaki Williams.
Actually what is going on?
I mean, both of them at the same time.
What is going on?
Yeah, but like, Inaki Williams missing sitters. This isn't the save. This isn't what happens. I mean, he's gifted it. It's Nico Williams instead. He's round the keeper. What a save. What a save the keeper there. That you have to hold your hands up and say fair play when that happens. Munayin in, headed away. And then Vencedor loses it. Arteta has a plan for him. Arteta might have a plan for him, but I hope that's ruining his career. No, I'm joking. Inaki Williams is on a 6.4, but he's been playing... He's been in such good goal scoring form, we can't take him off. We can't... See, look at this. Nico Williams is already accomplished as a cam. We've literally been playing him there for like, what, 7 league games? It's how good changing position is when you get them, like, at that molding age. To be able to play them at cam like that. See, look at the match ratings. Look at the match ratings. We're playing well. It's just we can't finish our dinner. We can't finish our dinner. Right, we're not going to change too much. We're going to keep with the same mindset. This squad out here is good enough to get us an equaliser. Munayin's dropped deep. We're just waiting for that Inaki Williams run. That's all this highlight's leading up to. Into Herrera, back to the centre-back, now Nico Williams. This is nice. We're just waiting for that run. Because they're stepping up so high that there's the pass for the run. Inaki Williams. Oh my god, that's twice they've stopped that.
Fuck my life, seriously. What is going on?
What is going on indeed? How have we not scored? Is that a pen ref? Is that a pen ref? If it is, we don't deserve it. But look at the match stats. It's a pen. It's a pen. Who's on it? It's Nico Williams. And he slots it away. It's nothing less than we deserve. It is nothing less than we deserve. Now let's get a winner. Now let's get a winner. Come on, boys. Celta have not been in this game at all. We have battered them. Other than the few highlights at the start of the second half and their goal, which we gave them, that's been about it. Now I say that we'll concede and we'll lose 2-1. Go on, Inaki. Oh, if you hadn't have given up on that, Inaki, you'd have won that. And you got to get that. And okay, I thought for a minute Ander Herrera was bottling that. You're right. Ander Herrera. Nico Williams. Inaki, this is your moment. This is your moment. Oh my god. That's the 3rd time he's been in behind and they've somehow got back on him. I can't quite believe it. I can't quite believe what I'm witnessing. We're going to put Nico Williams inside and we're going to put Berengay to the track. Munayin's picked up a knock. That's probably not great. Actually, do you know what? We're going to make Gurizeta the shadow striker instead. And then we'll bring not DeMarcos, Sean. Not DeMarcos. We'll change the wing backs as well. One more highlight, please, FM. We've battered them. Okay, there is one more highlight, but it's a Celta Vigo corner. I said we're going to lose 2-1. I said we're going to lose 2-1 earlier. Okay, it's headed over, thankfully. This might not be... Why are we pushing up? We have play out on. We have play out from the back on. Why are we booting it long? What's this game? What's FM going to conjure up here? This, it just screams... Okay, it's endgame. It just screams endgame highlight. That's what it screams. In like 2 months, I think I'm finally getting the feelings that I want to play it, but I'm too busy with... Yeah. What are you doing on GTA 5? You doing roleplay? I did see what happened to JP, yes. I did see what happened to JP. It's our second draw of the season, and it's a draw that we probably shouldn't have got. That should have been a win. Look at... No, just playing online with friends. Ah, fair enough. That's one for the Twitter guess the scoreline, isn't it? We'll do well more often than not if we continue with that vein of form. 3.08 XG and we didn't win. If that's the difference between us qualifying, how are Valencia doing well? Like Edison Cavani, how many goals you won? You're only on one goal. Andre Almeida from Cam is their main goal scorer, and he has 10 finishing and 13 composure. What is their... They've literally... Okay, they've won a couple of games, but like, look at their wins. 4 of them are by 1 goal. I'm going to look for a bit, mate. We're going to have one more game, Maris, and then we are probably going to finish up for the day. We're still unbeaten, though. We are 7 unbeaten. We still haven't lost, which is always a good sign. Is that international break? Because that might actually be the perfect time to finish. It is the international break. So actually, that is perfect timing for 9 o'clock. Roughly the time I was looking to finish today. It's been a fun 3 hours to return to. I hope you guys have all enjoyed. Like, I hope you have all enjoyed. We are going to look for somebody to drop the old raid on over to. We're going to mute. Yeah, we've got Twitch mute. Football Manager. We're going to get the old Football Manager 23 community on. And who are we going to have a raid to? Who are we gonna give the old first raid back to? Is the question. I think I might. He's with there. Ooh, do you know what? We're gonna raid the playoffs champ. We're gonna raid the playoffs champ. I think that's the right one. That is the right one. We're going to raid over to Mr. Fletch the Sauce. He is the playoffs champ. He is managing Cambridge United in the... He's doing Champions League recruitment for them. So, yeah, go and give Fletch some support. Drop him a follow if you haven't. He is the FM playoffs champ after all. We will be back on Saturday, not Thursday. I will put an update on the Discord and the Twitter, which you can jump into here if you haven't. Follow me on Twitter, join the Clubhouse Discord there, and also we are going to be making some YouTube content. So go and drop a sub. Go and drop a sub over on the YouTube. Whilst you do that, the content will be coming hopefully towards the end of July, mid to end of July. Depends on when I get the editing done. But yeah, thank you to everyone who was turned up on the return. It's been good to have you all in here. And I will see you again on Saturday. And Bilbao, we're fucking massive, aren't we? Unbeaten in 7 to start. Can the strikerless, can the crazy strikerless tactic keep working? Make sure you come back on Saturday and find out. But for that one now, guys, I will see you next time.